Man with that 20 stacking, my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet you she's still gonna cap. Slim thing with a waist, can I look like Kyle look real? More time with her face on L look mate. Can't get caught up town with big.
Hey, what's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome back to Rhino MGTV. We are live and alive. This is Let's Talk United. I've got my guy Leon here, and I've got my guy Kevin as well, man. You know, Manchester United show. I haven't done Let's Talk United for a minute, man. Normally, I do it when I'm doing my match reviews and stuff like that. So, yeah, big up the people in the chat. Apologies for the lateness. You know me, yeah. Do you know what it is? Honestly, people, yeah. I just have, I don't know if it's a phobia of just trying to, like, what's the word, man? OCD. I feel like I've got OCD of always trying to get the right time and go live at the right time. But, you know, whoever's live will tune in anyway. So it's no stress, man. So I'm going to do a lot more lives on my own as well. But for today, I got Leon, I got Kevin. You know, we're going to talk about so far, you know, talk about the players of the season so far. You know, we got, how many games left we got, Kevin? I think we got about, is it 10 games left?
What is this match week, 26?
26.
So
yeah, so we got about,
left?
what, 12 games left. So, yeah, man, we're going to talk about a few things. Big up Steffi G in the chat as well. She says, big up Rhino. Based on ability, availability, and versatility, it has to be Diallos so far. But KOBBIE, cool. Must stay fit for United till end of the season to lift cup and have a chance of UCL qualification. 100%. And big up Suki as well. He said, player of the season, Diallos easily. Only player in the squad that has performed consistently. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of votes for Diallos already. And big up Steffi. She says we've got 3 likes already. Now, big up, man. Appreciate that. And she says big up Leon and Kevin. Yeah, man. Leon will be back soon. We got 6 people locked in so far. I think some of you on Twitter as well. Like I always say, if you can head over to the Rhino MGTV YouTube and join the conversation, leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. You feel me? But yeah, man. While we're waiting for Leon, man, Kevin, how have you been, man? I know you're just busy all the time. YouTube is just here and there kind of thing. How you been? What you been up to? How are you feeling? Because the last time we spoke was when we had that debate. I think it was me, you, Traps, and Bath Time. That was
it was Bath Time. Though me and him don't we butt heads all the time. But if it's Bath Time in the chat, all love. But dude, me and him don't get him. His views and I don't get along. But no, we've been good. We've been good. It's international break right now, but this is the boring stuff, and we're back to real club football soon. But I don't know, man. We're in this like false hope. It's like the season's not over yet, but it could be over with a loss in the next few days, and then like we just wait and see. It's just we're in this weird thing.
Yeah, it is, man. Being a United fan at this time is quite weird, man. Like there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of changes happening in the background as well. And yeah, man, I just felt like, I don't know, man. I could have been more active during the international break, but sometimes you just need a break, especially if supporting Man United, man. You don't want to talk about this club.
You don't want to talk about football when, especially, it's what are we looking forward to? We beat Liverpool. It's like the biggest win. Yeah, it was a great game, but like I still see TikToks and Instagram reels of that 4-3, and guess what? It still gives me goosebumps. But guess what? It was one win, and that doesn't mean anything because what? Now we're in a semifinal against Coventry. Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
But what if? It's the what ifs that are gonna kill us.
Yeah. 100%, man. 100%, man. Yeah, man. I've obviously been on a few channels, so has Leon, and we probably had this conversation a few times, but I thought, you know what, let me just put it on this channel. Let's talk about the highs so far of the season. Like you just mentioned, Liverpool game was probably one of the biggest highs one of the biggest.
What do you mean? What highs, bro? One high in the year.
One high in the year, man. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest 3 points, but not even 3-pointer ever.
Exactly, 100%, and that's just detriment to how bad our season has been. You feel me? So Yeah, man. As people have mentioned in the chat, we will talk about Diallo. We will talk about the likes of KOBBIE, MAINOO, and some of the other youngsters and some of the senior people in the squad. We will talk about who we think's been the player of the season and etc. as well. And I want to talk about, if we've got time, I want to talk about an article on Amad Diallo as well. There was an interesting article that I had a look at as well, and it's basically talking about his story when he came here, conversations I think he's had with the manager, you know, certain plans he's had in his head, and just the journey so far, him being on loan and that. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about that, man. I'm gonna get up this create, start, sell, etc. I'm gonna probably do it. So we'll probably do it keep. We'll do it keep. And then we'll do needs time. So actually, let's do this one sell actually. Sell. And then we're gonna do loan. And then we're gonna do bottom one will be keep. Keep.
Rhino, we can't see it. This is bad. This is bad production.
Yeah. I know you can't see it. I know you can't see it. Come on, I'm not that rusty. Keep. Imagine I was doing it for you guys to see. That's crazy. Sell, loan, needs time, keep, and what else can we put in there? Sell, loan.
Big up Steffi in the chat, by the way.
Keep.
Big support.
Yeah, big up Steffi, man. Always, man. Number one ad mod. Needs time.
Best mod of YouTube right here. See her in every chat.
Every chat, 100%. Okay, let me put up on the screen for you guys to see because that will make it easier. So I've got it here. I don't know how to make it bigger.
Can you get us in the bottom, like the small row, and then the faces, and then put that in the big screen so we can all see it?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that because I was trying to fiddle around with it before. Like, there we go.
This one's good too.
I wonder if I can get even bigger though.
I wonder if you can drag it up from the bottom. I bet they'll let you does it, or zoom it and bring it up. You know, because like where the cell bit is, if you bring that to the top of the screen. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think we should put in the middle? Sell, loan, blank, and then needs time, and then keep.
What's
Squad
the blank?
player?
Just like me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just leave that blank for now anyway. This is the first time I'm using this anyway, so I don't even know if it's gonna work, bro. Save, login, save your tier list, download image. Okay. I think we're meant to do it from here. Okay, cool.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel, people. This is the kind of production you get, Rhino MGTV, people.
yeah. Just on the fly, you feel me?
Bro, on the fly.
So what's this? Oh, so these are how you bring the players in, yeah? Cool. But I don't want these players, though. I want to change it to Man United players. See, this is why I was trying to do it off the camera, but anyway, it's calm anyway, because I want to have a conversation about it first before we start putting people in categories anyway. So while we're talking about it, we can fiddle around. Make sure that you guys smash the like button. A lot of you are watching on Twitter. If you can head over to Rhino MGTV on YouTube and smash the likes, please smash the likes. I'm going to put this up as well because I know most
comment is mad.
You know, smash the likes, people. Those of you on Twitter or Twitch, please head over to Rhino MGTV YouTube and like the video and comment as well and get involved in this conversation. So cool. I'll start with you, Kevin, because we haven't spoken for a minute, yeah? Like, what's your feeling so far of the season? How have you felt? Obviously, you said it briefly in terms of United being just a dud club and whatever, but how are you feeling, man? What's your overall thoughts? What's your thoughts about the team? What's your thoughts on the manager? And then we go from there.
You know me, I'm like, just in the past few years, I've just not really cared about the players. Obviously, they do it every week and twice a week, hopefully. But right now, my biggest thing is the board and what the backroom staff's going to do. And what I'm seeing is false hope. But my biggest thing is this Dan Ashworth deal that is really throwing me up. Is $20 million for a DOF that can't come in until 26. Compared to Paul Mitchell, that's free, that's not with the club, and can easily come in for 4. 20 million is a perfectly good young left back, and we need one. So like, there's a lot of stuff in football that we all know that like you need the culture around you so the players can do well, but the culture doesn't seem like it's moving fast enough for summer's here in 2 months or 3 months, and it's like if we don't move fast now, what's going to happen if the player that we want and this director of football says like, yeah, we need this talent and they want this player, but then Man United do another name deal, not a style of player, it's just a name. And I just can't do another name. I need a style of a player that we need. And if we don't get a style, then we're just going to be another name on the board and shirt selling. And I'm not doing that again. That's just not happening. I'm going on a loan to like Wrexham. Okay, any other club in the world. Like,
yeah. So what's your thoughts on Erik ten Hag, man? And are you pro? Are you against? How are you feeling, man? Because I haven't, like I said, we ain't spoke for a minute, and a lot has kind of developed since we last spoke. But what's your thoughts on Ten Hag?
I'm on this like flip flop thing here. I've said it on YouTube streams with Staffy TV. I've said get him out, but my biggest thing in the past few days and the few things is like, if all this drama is speaking about players and players want to leave and players want to go, and we have this just like squad exodus, what's going to help if we get a random name in again? Like, I think the biggest excitement, and I know I'm going off the top of your thing, if we get Gary O'Neill as a technical coach with Ten Hag, that's two really, really good coaching heads that both have managed clubs around. Like,
music to Leon's ears.
So, in my opinion, I like Gary O'Neill's coaching. It is like basic 4-4-2 style almost, but there is parts of it that like you can see with talented players, they can do something with it. And if you get two really good coaching heads, like bouncing ideas off each other, they can get good football going. But right now, and then another thing just came to my thought is you have a manager that's been at Wolves now for the past, and also in Spain, and he has experience of coaching big names. And it doesn't matter what you're making per day or per month, whatever. It matters, can you get a big head under control? And can you not let them go on vacation? Can you not let them just go talk to the media? If you just say, shut up and play and don't talk to the media, that's our job, they can get it done. So right now, I am opposed to the playing style that we're doing, but we're changing style so much. So right now, I have to say, just keep him until we can see really what happens in the summer. And if he goes, I'm not opposed. If he stays, I really want to see what his coaching staff and what the backboard is going to do to help him succeed. Because he's not going to be here and say, like, if Ineos just says, all right, cool, you're here, but we're going to bring in a big name, I'm just going to say a random name, like what? If we somehow stole Neymar from the Saudis, obviously I don't want him, just his injury record, but like, are we just going to bring in a big name and get United back on the board because we have Neymar on the shirts now? Yeah, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I talk about a lot, Kevin, man. Like, competent players, because you don't need... We're at a level now where the quality of football is translating to the results. So, like,
it's like you can just see in training, and sorry to interrupt, like, you can just see in training that the big names are saying, like, yo, like, I'm here not to like play. I'm here just to train and just have fun. And like, I don't care what's going to go on at Old Trafford. I don't care. I don't care what's going to happen at that he had. I don't care what's going to happen at like all these stadiums we go to. You can just see the players aren't up for it. And like the biggest thing is this biggest PR stunt ever. Bro, Rashford coming out with his nephew and niece, super nice gesture. But dude, how much can we say, oh wow, you're bringing out your family? Yeah, cool. You give your jacket away to a cold kid. Guess what? They're standing on the pitch of Old Trafford. Yeah, they're excited. No matter what, they can be cold for 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Let them just like all this PR shit. Just give me good, talented players that are able to kick a ball. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Players that are competent as well. Players that you don't need to. They don't do anything regular. Like Adam Fahini's a regular on When We Talk and that, and he says, I can't. Sometimes I quote a lot of people right now because they say it much better than I do. Yeah, and it's like Adam always says the players that do the stuff that is not the spectacular stuff, because we're Moments FC for ages now. So when you look at what Adam says, he always talks about players that are comfortable holding the ball that you know are going to get 6.5, 7, 7.5 out of 10 every single week, regardless. And that will build, because if we look at the squad right now, we
don't have a single player. Sorry, Leon. Just to go from there, we don't have a single player that we can rely on other than our right back right now.
We've got like 2 or 3, but it doesn't translate to 11. Like maybe we've got like MAINOO, possibly. I won't even put HOJLUND in that. Maybe Diallos, maybe VARANE.
We're not getting 7s out of any of these. Like we're getting 7s sometimes, and
I would
we're
say
getting
we are, but
6.5.
3 7s out of a whole 11 is not going to show any. You're right. It's not going to show anything on the pitch.
Not going to do anything.
Yeah. So, and I think if we get these competent players, that's what people don't realize. People think like it's interesting. If we just expand from a point that we were saying earlier on Mandem Talk on Said's channel, was that we questioned, we was on with Marcel, and obviously every fan's entitled to their own opinion. He's very pro manager. He's very pro process. Like, give it time, watch the process. Me and Rhino are opposite, because I've seen the process for 2 years and I can't buy into. I can't translate where we could potentially be with this squad. And people have to understand, in my opinion, we're not going to be title challenging squad. But in a league where the top guys have only got 69 points at the moment, we could easily be in that top 4 with the amount of games that are lost. We could definitely score double the amount of goals that we're scoring now. You can't tell me we can't score more than 39 goals. We can score 60+ goals with this current squad if they were coached right. And we could have a bit more control over games. Does that mean that we win leagues? No. It means we're in the top 4. It means that we're maybe getting a few cups here and there, or just at least challenging. But it means that the fans are like, okay, cool. If I change a few pieces within this team, I bring in a better manager or I put more investment into the squad, we can start going up the levels. But right now, there's nothing to buy into. So we need them players that are just going to play that game. And that will give us the baseline standard of United to push on for. But right now, the fans have settled, Kevin, for like proper below standard football.
Yeah.
Like, so the one thing, like,
can you imagine we're in March here and we've got 0 goal difference? As a kid, if you said that, imagine somebody said that to you as a kid. Said, "Oh, you support United in 2008." Okay, 2011, 2012 when we didn't win. Yeah, you guys in 2024, you're gonna have 0 goal difference. You tell them to f off. You'd be like, "Are you joking?"
Yeah.
The game, like, just so everyone in the comment section, we fielded a fucking squad of 7 midfielders and 4 defenders and won 4-0. Yeah. We haven't won 4-0 against Ten Hag yet.
Yeah,
it's the most he's done 3. He's never done 4, is it?
It's so. Like,
I think we did 4-1 Chelsea in it last season.
Yeah, but
even the 3-0 wasn't the 3-0. Was it Everton?
No, it was Everton, yeah, with Garnacho goal.
Yeah, and we didn't even, when you look at the whole game, you could go on like the results and be like, "Oh, Man United smashed them today." No, like, no.
The one thing you can't do, and it's like,
what you should do though, Man United are not smashing, but you guys in the chat smash the likes. Smash the likes, God.
The one thing, like what Rhino asked me, I don't know if you were here, Leon, back yet, but the one thing that I'm having trouble like really getting behind is almost on Marcel's point, is someone that's in like a business background. When the upper level is messed up, the lower level is 1000% gonna be messed up. And I think Rhino and I agree on this as well. I'm excited to see what the board members and the upper level of staff is going to do to help coaches, like receptionists, just to keep the mood up. Because right now, I can promise you, these people are walking into Carrington, frown on the face, and it's just not going to help anyone anywhere.
So you mean like the pieces of the puzzle? Stop putting the little bits down.
So like there's like a few things. No one's gonna say that the receptionist and like the dining room staff is gonna help, but if they're smiling and the players aren't, like, it's just not going to help. No one's going to want to go to training. No one's going to want to put the work rate in to learn formations, learn how to track back off the ball. Because right now, we're just like, you can see when we try to put a style of play, it just doesn't work. No one wants to put the work rate in to do it. So my biggest thing, what I'm seeing is if these players aren't motivated from day one in Carrington, how are they going to be motivated going into an FA Cup semi? Like, how are they going to realize that you need the 3 points and you need to score 4, and you can't just win 2-1 or 2-0? Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work. So,
well, no, here's the thing, Kevin. If it was like Liverpool's first season, I'm telling you right now, if the FUD said to me, or if the general census was, we are in the same position of the table right now, but I've seen more. So I've seen a manager that's maybe a little bit.
We just haven't.
Yeah, like if I'd have seen like us win 3-2, but then it was a thrilling game and we hit the crossbar. Or do you remember when Liverpool's first season? I always use that as an example. Yeah, they were drawing games like 4-4. They were winning games like 2-1 or narrowly losing. But their fans could see that if you just replace some of the rubbish players in that system,
sorry, it was too close to the camera.
No, I'm just looking at something. Do
you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's like there's not really anything to buy into. And Kevin, what I always say on streams is I always say rate this manager's man management, tactical awareness, training, the way he speaks in press conferences, his talent IQ, all of it, rate it out of 10 or rate it out of 5, yeah? It's below satisfaction.
It's a 4. It's a 4 point. It's a 4 or 4.5.
I mean, some areas it's like 1. So
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, Kevin. What? Because you did mention earlier that you would be interested to see how smash the likes as well, people. Those of you on Twitter, please head over to the YouTube and smash the likes. Leave a comment down below as well. Big up the rest of you guys that are on YouTube as well. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Yeah, Kevin. What I wanted to ask you. You've obviously mentioned that you'd be interested. You don't mind whether he goes or not. Like if he goes, cool. Say sayonara. But if he stays, it's like okay. You want to see what the upper level of the structure can do for him, basically. So DOF. But what I wanted to ask you, yeah, do you think that there's any he can? Do you think that's going to benefit him based on what you're not happy with already? Do you feel like there's anything that he can benefit from that can actually be applied? Because you're giving me the vibe where you still feel like there's a possibility that with a good structure he could do his thing.
Yeah, because you said you wouldn't mind seeing another season, would you? You said you wasn't opposed to another season.
So like, I just want to. I agree for both. I'm not this person that like. Yes, I'm not the Marcells of United, and then there's like the match going fans that just hate him, right? I'm like 50-50, and I'm at a point of Leon. What you're saying is we're not seeing progress enough, but there's levels to positions and there's levels to managers that you can see where they get help from different people. Just like Rhino again, I'm gonna repeat it. If he goes, I'm happy. I really wish we hope we get someone better in. We can see it happen. If he stays, first I want reasoning why he's staying, not just okay. Like okay, cool. We realize we see him lacking in this area. We brought in X, Y, and Z to help him do that. Just in case, like what Leon, what you said for the pressers, like bring in people that are experienced social media reps and realize that these questions are going to dig into them and tell them to understand how to answer
train them into it,
and not just dig into players. Like the respective players, yes, they're talented young kids that are fighting for their careers, and their manager can't just go in and dig into them and say you're not good enough. Yeah, you can't do that. But if you say it in the right ways, you can mend words the right way so it sounds good, and also has in the back end they know the players doing something wrong and not just the press, and then it goes into this whole spiral. Yeah. Getting to the on the pitch things is, I can see moments, and I'm delusional, man. I'm a delusional fan that Ten Hag played such an Ajax way of football, and we can't do it. And I just don't understand why. And I don't understand why he said in the presser that we just not playing the Ajax way. But the biggest thing I have to say is we have two wingers that are inside forwards, and we do not create, and we do not put that ball back on the top of the 18 and focus our strong suits on the pitch sometimes, and it just confuses the fuck out of me. So excuse my language, but dude,
no, you're good.
When we have a winger like Rashford run down the left, and you see the overlap, and he doesn't use it, and he doesn't use the runner on the outside the 18, and I'm like, where are you going? And then he dribbles to a corner.
Yeah.
I can tell you this right now, that's not coaching. That is pure mentality on the field, not following orders, and they're going back their own ways. So it comes to a point there, and that's what I'm saying. Then if you bring in someone, if he stays again, like I said, and then you bring in coaches like a Gary O'Neill that wants to come in like a technical director, and say, hey, we're gonna drill into these players and they're gonna follow our ways. If not, they sit bench. Then I'm excited. Then I'm gonna be a fan that's gonna say, look, we have a way of coaching, and if you don't play the way we're coaching, you're out. And if we can get that back, I'm just gonna bring back. Why did Sir Alex get rid of David? David Beckham left because he didn't want to train and he was too focused on social media and commercials. Like, we've seen this before. United is bigger than players, and if they need to go, they need to go. And if we see coaching and we see players that succeed, I'm happy for it. But like I said again, if he has to go for us to see change, then I'm out. Like,
I think for me, just to add to what you're saying, I think it's like all of the things that he talks about. It's ironic, isn't it? All the things he talks about, we need. Like, we need consistency. So it's like we need consistency in the standards that we uphold, and like we need consistency with the right players being selected. We need consistency in training so these guys drill and know what they're doing. Like, there's not a fan on the planet that can tell me these players. Well, they can tell me these players are rubbish. I agree with you. Like, most of these players are not good enough for where we want to go to. But there's not a fan on the planet that can turn around to me and say another manager can't coach these better. Because I'm watching worst players in the league be coached better. I'm watching Luton Town be coached better. I'm watching Bournemouth be coached better. I'm watching Fulham be coached better. Like, I'm literally watching it. I'm watching basic stuff, and it's like, how can we as fans sit on here and be like, we're seeing the basics? Like, we could all come on here, when United don't play well in a game, we'd be like, oh, why didn't he play a double pivot? And why didn't he tell the wingers to go to the byline and cross it in? Like, these are really basics in football.
And do you know what? Like, do you know what's that with that, Leon? Because what I was going to say quickly, guys, is that because at first, you know me, I like to look at both sides all the time. And I started to think, you know what? We've had an ongoing problem with these players, innit? These players have been bad players. So a part of me felt like, you know what? Can we blame the players? But realistically, like you said, Leon, if you just set simple tactics that they can follow, you get more out of these players, as bad as they are. But yeah, carry on what you're saying, and let me hear Kevin, and then we're going to move on to the start, sell, bench, loan, potential, needs to prove.
For me, it's
but
like,
go on, Leon.
It's like,
smash the likes, people, by the way.
Like, I am not like a super emotional fan. Like, I love the club. When we win, I go crazy. I'm not like a roller coaster every week fan. I'm not like a we beat Liverpool so we're back fan. I'm not like a, oh my god, that headline, so this is happening. Like, you won't see me be like, oh my god, Ineos are going to change everything. I said it today, and I don't want to sound negative and stuff like that, but it's like this is the last chance. I hope you guys realize this is the last chance for United. This is the last chance. The Qatar have not got their stake. Ineos have got 25%.
Yeah.
Like, fans, I'll say it one more time. People, like, literally, people strap in. For this one. The worst case scenario this summer. Rhino, you missed this earlier. I said this. I think I said it on Folders yesterday. The worst case scenario this summer is they keep the players that we don't want. They turn around to us and they go, they spin some PR and say, Maguire, McTominay, they know the club. We're going to keep them experienced to bring through the next level of play. See, everyone reacts the same way, We're going to bring Southgate in, And then you hear that first press conference, And then the press conference, this is the worst case scenario, people. Southgate turns around and goes, Omar Barada selected me out of a crop of managers. He sees similarities with me and Pep Guardiola. This is people, would look mad at this, I don't know what Ineos are going to do. They have everything to prove this summer.
Don't scare me like that, Leon.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not getting overly gassed about Ineos are here, everything's changing, they're bringing in this person, that person. I don't know what they're going to do. So this summer, they tell me everything. If they keep the manager, their ratings for me go straight down. If they start signing dodgy players, their ratings for me goes right down because they might be leeches like the Glazers. I don't know what Jim's capable of. He's not even a United fan. Let's be real now. It's a Chelsea fan.
And on top of that, Leon, it's like your ratings go down for them and they've got more to prove now. Because like Kevin said earlier, if they've got a plan with
Rhino,
it...
you never get a second chance at a first impression. So this is their first impression. But yeah, Rhino.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. 100%, I agree. And
Rhino, let me jump in just before I forget
things
my
will
point,
always...
though.
Yeah, go on.
The one thing, Leon, like, just for your point, that's terrifying to hear and just truthful. Though.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but
it's such a truthful thing that could happen. That's the scary part. But the one thing that, like, do you have hope and understanding that that the board, like Sir Jim, is going to hire people that are actually football oriented and not just for money? Like, we know that we are, like, our new CEO is the CEO of City. Like, do you see that's happening and you're kind of getting scared that it may just be like Sir Jim is saying, we're here to make money and do it, or we're hiring football players, like, or football people?
But here's what I hope, here's the answer to the question. Here's what I hope, that we do, and Musa said this year, he said it as I was thinking it, like, the day before. This is crazy. Like, I hope that the simple thing that we could do right now to make more money and to be successful on the pitches, the resources that we are currently using have to be used better. And that's my baseline right there. If you're not gonna invest loads more money, if you're not gonna look to buy more shares out and really take over and really run this club properly, the baseline is the 400 million that we spent and the managers that we hire and the coaching staff and the vibe of the club. That's my baseline there, people. Like, that if you tell me 400 million and the best way you can spend it is buying Anthony, Mason Mount and ONANA, I mean, what's that? That's 180 million pounds down the drain. ONANA possibly not, but it wasn't necessary to buy him straight away. Neji was right, yeah. But if we could just distribute that better, buying the 15 million pound players, the 20 million pound players, the 30 million, the 40 million pound players, not buying people that are just high profile, the right position, building the squad properly. Over the next 2 seasons, we see 8 or 10 go, 8 or 10 come in, and we start to change. We just got to use their resources better. That's what I'm hoping happens. But in reality, I don't know if this guy's just going to leech off the club, because one thing that's really bad with United, and one of the things that really hurts the fans, my final point, is like, this club makes money off PR. That's the worst thing about United. We make money off headlines. We will sign players. They know they can sign players, push players into the media just to make money off these newspapers, articles, running people down to the club shop and that. And I just hope that they go, forget all of that. If we're more successful on the pitch, we'll make more money, we'll attract more fans. Because all the younger kids now, they're not choosing to be United fans. Let's be real now. I see a lot of kids as Liverpool fans.
And it wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before.
It wasn't like that at all.
I've never seen a kid with a City shirt ever in my life.
Nah.
Yeah.
Even in the States,
the
States was
in
hard
my
to
school,
see.
just to cover it quickly, in my school, there was like one Tottenham fan. And everyone was like, why are you a Tottenham fan? He's like, oh, my dad's a Tottenham fan. Like, nobody could understand it, innit? Like, there was no one. So, go on, carry on, bro. Sorry.
No, just saying that in the States, even it's hard to see. Now it's easy to see all these clubs and everywhere. But when I was growing up, it was just. By
the way, what's it like in the States? Is it just who the hottest flavor club is, or like what? How's it?
It's United and Arsenal, and like when I was growing up in the '90s, like but now it's everywhere. Like every pub around here has like the local one I go to. United knows that we play the games every week, but like there's like Chelsea, there's Tottenham, there's Palace, there's everything. It's weird, but
Palace.
It's the Palace one's
Palace
weird.
in America, you know?
Palace.
That's crazy.
Weird,
South London
crazy.
representing.
No, but like just going off that one thing what you said, I can't pronounce his name, but the Sporting striker, the Swedish guy, the one that Arsenal's linked to, just for because of what happened. I'm Swedish and I like have
where at the moment? What club is it at the moment?
Sporting, the Sporting striker, the tall guy that's but like the only reason I'm bringing it up is when Ibra was at the club. And he left under Louis van Gaal. He told all the Swedish players.
Gjores.
Yeah. This is Skjorkos or something. He told all the Swedish talent, Isak, like Frosborg, that's now in Red Bull. All these people he told them, do not go to United. It is a shithole. So you won't see Swedish talent come to United for a while, because when Ibra speaks to you and says that, you're gonna follow his understanding. Just this weekend, Fabrizio is putting United in it, and look at the clicks he's getting. Like, it's crazy. He doesn't want to go. He's never wanted to go. You put United in the headline, it gets clicks. And that's all I wanted to say, follow up on Leon's
Holy
point.
shit, though. He scored 22 goals in 24 games. I need to keep my eye on this kid.
This guy is fucking talented, but the issue is...
That's crazy.
Is he's not going to come to United. He just won't. Like, even though he's good, he just won't do it.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Yeah, man. Listen, United, talking about United is so depressing, man. And we'll just wait and see.
We'll wait and see. Sick as well. Everyone that Rangnick said to sign has been good.
Yeah. Rangnick is he was a gold mine. He was essential, man. He was definitely essential. Big up AM for the super chat. Did rants and traps scare Neji off the show today? Do you know what you do, AM? Yeah, if you're still in the chat. Sorry, apologies for taking long to read your super chat. Wait till next week, and Neji should be on, and I guess you can ask him yourself. I guess it would be good if you could get Neji and Marcel, because you know, all three of them, so we can have a good balanced conversation. It'll be interesting, man. But thank you for the super chat, man. Maybe he did, you know. I'll see if I can ask him, and then you could probably find out next week. Cool. So let's go on to this. We're gonna see what players we want to keep.
Who's your player of the season?
Do it like that. My player of the season. Ooh. Yeah, I think consistently, I think it'll definitely have to be Diallo, man. Okay. I feel like if we did player of the season and we did kind of bright spark of the season, that would be like I'll definitely put someone like KOBBIE MAINOO in the bright spark of the season. But Diallo for me, man, Diallo has always had a great mentality, and it's great. It's interesting because Ronaldo said it before. Like, he's somebody that works hard. He never kind of worries about what's going on in the background, and he's always developing himself. And now we're starting to see that on the pitch. You know, we have serious concerns of the fact that Ten Hag hasn't been coaching his players correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? So the fact that we can now start to see someone like Diallo still thriving, and then obviously you got the players like KOBBIE MAINOO and stuff that are showing good signs of being a good, like, great players in the future. But we still need to give it time, man. I'm not going to overhype it. I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. But for me, definitely Diallo, man. Diallo's been amazing, man. Diallo, his mentality, his work ethic, the way he started to invert and develop his game as well. Obviously, he's been better going forward than WAN-BISSAKA. But even for me, WAN-BISSAKA, as much as he looks very unorthodox, he's been very kind of, what's the word?
He's not been below par. Let's be real. He's been all right.
Yeah, like, he's just done his job. And I'm happy with that.
He left back as well. I was surprised. He was all right.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we know we're getting a great one-on-one defender from WAN-BISSAKA. And if he can go forward and start popping it with Amandem, why not? And I wish we can get to a stage at United where we have at least, you know, 2 squad players for each position. Do you know what I'm saying? So we can just be rotating. You know, right back, we've got someone to fill in. You know, Diallo would be a very, very good squad player. And then if we can get someone top-notch as well, imagine just rotating between them two. Yeah. And then, you know, left back. And then maybe WAN-BISSAKA, if he wants to stay and he's happy being the third person or someone that can rotate squad with Diallo, why not? You know, squad players rotating main right back. And then if we can do that for all the positions, we'd be great, man. So I feel like, yeah,
we need
Diallo's easy.
As well. I feel it's
Say it
time
again?
to bring in a utility man. I feel like it's time to bring in a proper utility man at United now. We're crying out for it, man. We are not winning ages, man.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts. So Diallo is definitely somebody that will 100% keep. 100%, man. I'll keep him. Obviously, in terms if you want context.
Cold, man.
Yeah, I found one. I just found one. I found a sick one. Saeed sent me one. He said, yeah. I found a good one still. Come on, you feel me? Like, while you lot was chatting and that, I was just doing a little, you know, you get me, man. That's why I was, you know, my face was close to the screen and all that. But I found one. But yeah, big up those of you guys in the chat so far. Please smash the like button. There's 30 of you guys in the building. 12 of you guys are watching on Twitter. So if you can kindly go into Rhino MGTV YouTube and smash the likes, it will be much appreciated. Steph, if you're still in the chat, please let me know how many likes we're on. Big up Sunshine in the chat. Big up Don Dada. He says, get your questions in the chat. Keep it respectful. We love interacting with our subscribers and loyal followers. 100%. 100%. Let me throw that up because this is you guys are what we do it for, you know. We do it for ourselves and to share our opinion, but at the same time, the support that we get for you guys is amazing. So, you know, we appreciate it, man. Big up Kevin. Kevin's back as well.
Yeah, my bad. Phone died.
No problem. No problem. And yeah, Sunshine, if you're around, let me know,
finished,
man.
Kevin.
Let me know.
Stream's over, Kevin.
Yeah, we're done.
Kevin, the stream's over. Finished, man.
It's over. You missed it, man. What's your thoughts on Diallos, Kevin? Because obviously I know what Leon's thinking, you know, but actually let me hear your thoughts, and then we heard that Leon's thoughts as well on Diallos as a player and what how he's been this season.
8 out of 10 rating every time he plays. The guy this season has been like rock solid. You don't ever see you see him running down the right, and it's like, all right, cool. When do we get the ball back? And then I think the biggest thing is his crossing has improved.
Yes, improved. Yes.
We used to see his crossing, and you used to get down to the whatever side we're attacking, especially Old Trafford, and we used to just see the ball hit like the upper decks. And I'm like, dude, where are you? Like, what are you doing? And then
because he likes that. He likes that cut technique. I've seen him.
It's like the inside outside the foot. Like it just but
he likes to chop it, like chop cross sort of thing.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he likes to take on his man as well. Go on, Leo. Yeah, he's shooting outside the box, man. He knows how to strike a ball quite well.
More technique with shot than Bruno, way more. Like the way he strikes the ball, because he's trying to place it in the corner, whereas Bruno's always trying to madness.
Bruno is just on this hit and hope thing, and it's crazy because when Bruno first came, and I didn't really watch United at that point. I wasn't even watching football, to be fair. What Bruno did when he first came was it looked well, and he looked like he could strike the ball. But do you know where it is, guys? Yeah, when it comes to this whole Bruno thing and whatever, like I definitely think if you put the right team, put Bruno in the right system, you get way more out of what we're getting now, definitely. And I do think he is a hindrance to us now based on where we want to go. But we could definitely get more. And I just feel like probably Ten Hag, he's regressed. Maybe either Bruno's hit is like Bruno's just on a down scale, or just under no coaching, he's just gone downhill. Because a lot of these players, if we keep it real, they've just gone downhill, man. They've gone downhill, man. And that could be because of lack of coaching. You can't tell me a single player on this squad right now that has increased, that is like increased the level of talent since we signed him. Yeah. Because I feel like Diallos has he's shown these bits and pieces before, though, innit? You know, but
it's a good question, Kevin.
Leon, like you're looking, but dude, it's crazy. Like
it's hard to dig through. Like it's like that. Obviously, Diallos has because he costs nothing. But I mean, we're clutching here. I'm really clutching here, aren't I? So
yeah, we're clutching. Honestly, we're clutching, and this is where we're at as a club.
I mean, the only people that are thingy are guys from the academy, really.
But I'm not like those are. Like, I'm saying people that we saw that were good enough to bring to United, they just all regressed. It's insane, and then they come. But I don't know if that's coaching or not. I don't know if that's just toxic workplace as well. So we'll see.
Yeah. I've got a good one to put here. Need to see more. That's what I'm going to put here. So I've got 100% keep. Potential, like we know they got potential and we want to see them develop. Loan, need to see more, and sell. And perfect. Willie Kwambwala. What category do we think he's in
more,
still?
For sure.
Yeah, I would
say need to see more, but I would also say potential, you know.
Yeah. All right, we'll start between potential and need to see more. Go on, Kevin, what are you saying?
I think the one
let me know in the chat, people.
Potential and loan, what are the differences? Potential means keep and then let them see more, or loan, because like loan,
so
that's also a good idea as well.
Yeah, so potential for me is, you know, they can still develop in this team, you know, maybe under a good coach, a good system. Loan means that they can develop but elsewhere, and then then they can circle back next season. You feel me?
Is this context for next season?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going potential because if you look at the centre backs at the moment, we don't have much depth there. I would much rather get rid of like I think, to be honest with you, a realistic summer is to Johnny Evans not to re-sign and Maguire to go. I don't think you'll get more than that out. People talk about...
the issue is Varane is probably going to go, though.
Varane needs to stay. Because
he needs to stay, but it's if the money talks and United...
Yeah, I mean, if the thing is, I would like him to stay. Look, if he doesn't stay, then you've got to... You want to keep Maguire because he's Maguire and McTominay and Rashford and Bruno are really the only assets that we can generate money to get. Like, if you said right now, I'd get 50 million for Bruno, 80+ million for Rashford. I mean, people say 100, 120. I don't see it.
What? For Bruno?
For Rashford. They say that.
For Rashford, 120?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
see kind of wages.
Still.
No one's doing that. No one's even going to touch him. He's going to stay. And then you see McTominay and Maguire are the two I think are key this summer that you can definitely move on, yeah? Like, I would keep Lindelof as the 4th or 5th choice just for a season because you can't change. Fans always go, one and all gone, and Herrera flawless says that's fine. But I sometimes talk like next season, what's realistic? So Cambuala, as we're going for a transitional stage, because remember I spoke at the start of this stream about we need to hit that base level standard first. Yeah. There's no harm in giving him a season, playing him. What do we play? 30-odd games? Let's just say 50-something games. If you played him 20 games and you see what he's about, and then you come out of it, if he works out, you're either going to sell him and make some money, or he's going to come in as like the 3rd or 4th choice. You win either way. So, but at the moment, Ten plays MAINOO and Garnacho. You don't really want to try the other guys too much. Like Cambuala should have played some of the games recently. Let's be real.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Could have played right back when we had right backs out. Let's be real.
I think that's the biggest issue, though. Like from what you're seeing, is we need to see if Ten Hag is just keeping the players in their natural positions, or he's going to be able to trust them as a like second fold. Because we can see, like, we hate to see it, but Amrabat obviously needs to go back to Italy, and he will.
Yeah.
But this man played in every position this year. The only thing he played as a left winger, left back. Like the only thing he hasn't seen is up top, and the guy he just isn't. It's weird. But when we have a center back as like a Cambuala and Lindelof, he's like, oh, just throw him at left back. Don't worry about it. And it's like it just doesn't work. You can just see it. But if they train that way, they could eventually play there.
He doesn't even try 3 at the back and play an Anthony left back. I know we joke about that, but he can actually hold it down.
It might work.
Yeah, if you said we're going to play a Fulham and Everton or something, I just need to play it for one game. Come on, the guy can hold the ball at least a little bit. He's not
hundreds.
He's not. Look, we judge him as an £80 million player to go and do madness in this team.
He's a $45 million signing.
Yeah, but here's the thing: in a system, Anthony can just do a job. Is he ever going to be worth what we paid for him? No. Is he a crap player? No, because he can. I've seen him. He can do the basics in it. I'm not saying he's going to skin someone down the line and smash it in for Herrera, but you don't need that in certain games. So, like me, Cambuala to move on to the next player, I think potential or loan. I mean, loan though only if we've got the depth. Because right now we've sold Mengu, we've sold the whole academy, man. We've got nothing there. It's bare bones. So
bare bones for real. No,
is there any young kids? I don't follow the academy. Is there any young kids in there though?
The only one is Dan Gore.
Dan Gore, yeah.
Dan Gore is really talented. He's a
wing back.
No, the only wing back that we have that's like talented enough.
Is Dan Gore right back?
Huh?
Is Dan Gore right back?
No, 8.
Oh, is he an 8? Okay.
Yeah, like he's an 8 or a 10 pivot.
I'm thinking of Gerardo. That's what I'm thinking.
The only like wing back that we have that's talented enough, in my opinion, he's on loan to Benfica right now.
Yeah, that was stupid.
But he just isn't. He's not playing there at all. So is he good enough? I don't know.
I mean, to be honest with you, it might work out quite well with him. He might come back. Playing in Benfica is a good team. I mean, they're raving about him over there, some of his performances.
But he hasn't been playing there at all.
I think at the start he was. So if he can get a few games in before the end of the season, a new manager can take him on, hopefully, and then we can. Because another manager just says, look, how can you be like Preston's young player of the season? Same as Ahmad Sunderland's, and you just don't get game time. But another story. So.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I feel like I agree with you guys, man. I do feel like he's definitely for Cambuala potential or loan. But yeah, I think potential, man. We need centre backs. Keep him in there, 3rd, 4th centre back. We'll see how we do in terms of who we bring in and who we keep as well. All right, cool.
By the way, Rhino, from what I've seen with Cambuala, he's not rubbish. Like he's
he's not bad. That's what. Say what you're gonna say because I was even gonna say something before. Go on.
I'm just gonna say
you reminded me.
He's just sensible, and that's what you look for with young players. Don't come in and just be sensible. Like he's very sensible.
Keep it simple,
and he's quite good on the ball. He's all right. Like, he's not pulling up trees, but he's not rubbish. Like, he's all right.
Yeah, and he's not scared to show for the ball, and he's not scared to progress with the ball as well. That's what I was going to say earlier.
Should be playing with Varane and getting the experience in games where, like, if you can't play Kambwala against Luton, can't play Kambwala in the League Cup. Of course you can. Do you know what I mean? So.
Exactly, and do you know what helps with these youngsters? Yeah, even if they're not pulling up trees, their mentality in terms of
for it.
That, they're hungry, and hunger enough under United can get you as far. But a lot of these players aren't hungry, and that's why we've been screaming to see a lot of these young players play, because they might not be as good on paper, but their hunger alone can get us through games. So yeah, man, I agree, man. Cool, man. Let's move on to Victor Lindelof. What are you guys saying about Lindelof?
Obviously, he needs to go, but I think next season's too soon because you can't move on.
He's a squad player for this year, and then we'll see what happens with the depth of center backs next year. So, like, I guess we can say,
like, does he fit into need to see more? Have we seen enough? Like, we didn't.
It's interesting.
I think this
be real though. If you get 20, 25, 30 million, if you get an offer for him, I mean, you're going to say no. I mean, to be honest with you, if United said 15 to 20 million and then you went and bought some other kid, I'll take that. Right.
Yeah, I feel like getting money in for him and then replacing him would make more sense.
Or if he goes, does that mean that Harry Maguire stays? That's my question. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Who would you rather keep as a squad player though, Maguire or Lindelof?
I think you've got to take the assets. Like FFP is a real thing. So I think if you can get 40
million, we have to get rid of Maguire for money.
You have to get the money, bro. 30 for 40 million. Just take that. Like, it's an asset.
Yeah. So let me put potential / squad player. Yeah.
I think
it's like a rubbish model car in a color you don't want. That's Maguire.
Yeah. But do you know what it is though? I feel like this season, especially since Maguire stepped up to being at least a constant 6 out of 10. I just feel like I think overall this season he's been a better squad player than Lindelof. I think he has.
He has
this season.
He's got more minutes. Is why. Like, look, I can see what you're saying. Like Maguire had some good games, but the issue is that we're comparing Maguire to like top talent. And just because he's starting because we're injured and Martinez and Varane are both hurt and they can't start, Maguire has to slot in, and he's not been better than Johnny Evans. And Johnny Evans is 37.
But that's what I'm saying though, Kevin. So, but out of Lindelof and Maguire, wouldn't you rather pick Maguire than Lindelof?
But wouldn't you want to?
I'm talking about Lindelof and Maguire.
But I'm saying, wouldn't you want to sell Maguire, get like 40, and keep Lindelof? And
if you're gonna progress and move the squad on, it's time for Maguire to go. If you really want to start evolving, it's time to. Yeah, we can't be saying, oh, who's played well better this season, or maybe he'll like. The guy's not young as well. Like cash in while you can in it. Like,
how old is Lindelof as well?
I'll look it up 1 sec.
Maguire is basically like a car you paid way too much for, and it's
you just get back what you can.
And then if you sit him on the bench next season, you're literally watching the money just drop.
Yeah. Okay, see you later, Steph. She says she needs to be up early in the morning. Catch you soon. Have a good one and keep liking the chat. Really helps the channel massively. 100%, man. Appreciate you, Steffi G, man. Big up, man. And like she said, people, smash the likes, man. Hit the like button, people.
Liam, just so I know, it just came to my head because he's there. Is Alvaro Fernandez is the left back at Benfica.
Yeah, that's what it was on about, wasn't
it?
Yeah. Tyro Malacia.
Nah, dude.
Me personally, I will keep him as a squad player.
I would as well, yeah.
Kevin. What do you think? Because I like him. I think for how much we got him for, and just his attitude and his drive, he was he's very raw.
He's not even played.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot more positives than negatives. He's had some bad games, I admit, but in the midst of how bad the club is and how much we got him for, I think there's a lot of potential there. I think
the one thing that you have to this is all just PR again, but his injury has really messed him up. It seems like it has, and it's been not like his recovery hasn't been good. But the one thing that we have to see is the shirt too big for him? Because the mistakes that he's made on the pitch are insane when he plays. like in my opinion, the mistakes that this guy makes when he's playing are crazy. But is it just the shirt's too big? But I'm happy to see more. I'm happy to keep him. We only got him for what, like 10?
Exactly.
Like chump change for United. So it's fine that we keep him, but the biggest thing is he needs, if he gets playing time next year, he has to just be able to wear that shirt and not make
him coached, Kevin. He needs to be coached.
Yeah, sometimes he needs to be coached.
No, but you know what it is? Sometimes with players like that, you just say to them, I need you to just do these basics.
Yeah, like the basics.
Yeah, because he's got potential, man.
I love his energy and his attitude to like never want to stop and always want to fight for the ball, innit? Do you know what I mean? Is he ever going to be like a
and when he makes mistakes, Leon, he always tries to rectify. He don't just give up. And that's what I was saying. If we're going to keep Lindelof as a squad player, Lindelof's made loads of mistakes this season. Loads of mistakes, you know. So we have to be a bit more, I think, in my opinion, obviously everyone's subject to their opinion, we have to be a bit more lenient on Marseille, do you know what I'm saying, based on his price tag.
I know some of these guys have been here for ages.
Yeah. This is his first season in Premier League as well.
Lindelof's been here for ages.
The one thing that, like, just before we move on from Malacia is he's not a fullback nor a wingback. He's just a straight up like old school he's an old school fullback. He doesn't go forward. He just tries to go for that tackle, and it's kind of like, and what I'm saying is not like bad, but is that going to move in a system of Ten Hag or the next manager? Because now fullbacks are basically a midfielder.
I think it's this team though, Kevin, because if you look at his other cameos, he used to go forward a lot more. So I think he definitely needs to be coached and his confidence needs to be built. But I know what you're saying. He doesn't go as forward as I thought he would want to.
The manager has to be accountable as well, because it's like when you know a player is not an inverted fullback and not necessarily good at that, you should be playing byline football. And there's no reason why in certain games, because the reason they say go to the byline a lot of the time to players as well is not always, people always go, get to the byline, he can't cross it in. It's not that. It's to draw a player out of the game to create space. And he will run from one touchline, what's it called, American football, from one end of the pitch to the other. He will literally run. Do you know what I mean? I think if he's coached the basics, I think he'd be all right. He can pass.
I agree. I just think I think the first few cameos he had is the shirt was too big and got hurt. So we'll see next year. Hopefully he gets back and recover as well.
We ain't losing out on much, are we? Pay 10 million for us.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Tom Heaton. What's the situation? Tom Heaton's for me.
He's just there to fill a quota, innit?
Yeah, he's a squad player, man. We don't really have much options in terms.
We don't rotate keepers under Ten Hag, so it doesn't matter. Just keep them.
Yeah,
even Heaton deserves a few more games this season. That's
100%, man.
We're the only team that doesn't rotate keepers. Have you got that? I see that.
It's crazy. Who is
Go on.
No, the one Tom Heaton reminds me of City's third string. They just sit on the bench, and if they win a trophy, he gets to hold it, and that's it.
What's his name? Caballero and them.
Yeah, no. Because what's his name? Isn't it? Yeah, I think maybe, but yeah, I'll look it up in the later. But yeah, like Tom Heaton when we won the Carabao Cup last year, he lifted, and it's like, bro, you didn't see a minute in anything. But it's whatever.
Like Jake Green said, missing in action. He's just there. But do you know what it is about Tom Heaton? He brings a level of, when Onana was going through his shaky moments, I feel like we were crying for someone like Tom Heaton to just come and do the basics. So I feel like someone like Tom Heaton could just rely on him. He might not be the best keeper. He might not have any special standout attributes, but just come there and just be a decent goalkeeper. You know what I mean?
There it is. DLM put it. Scott Carson.
Yeah.
You know what with Tom Heaton, though? Tom Heaton's kind of good for United in the role that he plays, because if you get replaced by Tom Heaton, number one, you can definitely fight for your place back because he's not out of this world. And number two, he's not going to be bothered about going back to the position that he was. So it can give a keeper a wake-up call to bring him on, and then you're like, actually, no. Because Tom Heaton's not going to be there like, haha, I've got your position. He's going to be like, cool, bro, fight for it back. I've had my career. Do you know what I mean? I'm just here to fill a role. But he balled out in preseason. I remember he balled out in one game still.
Yeah, when he was here,
he was spraying it from the back and everything, yo.
Yeah.
The one thing that we have to just for memories is put up Kaneki's comment about Romero. Oh my God, dude! Sergio Romero as the second keeper was one of my favorite players.
Oh, unbelievable! I loved him.
Like most underrated player, and why we let him go, why we couldn't just give him that $50,000 extra a week is crazy. But
Yeah. Do you know who I liked, man? What's his name, man? Culver. I liked what I saw from Culver
We
in
just never
preseason.
saw him. I watched him at
You
youth
for like 5 million. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, like what was we losing? And we get the BAYINDER guy that just doesn't, you know what I mean?
It
like
doesn't make sense,
Culver
but-
looked decent in preseason, man. But you know, you guys, you know what we're expecting with this club, man.
That's
cool,
what
man.
kills me about this manager, man. Why not risk a little bit more? Be like, okay, cool. I can't get the keeper this season. I'll play this £5 million kid. Yeah. And I'll bring in someone else to compete with him. Yeah. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't work, I'll loan someone in January. Like we could have lasted 6 months. And we just saved the money and put it into the midfield. But we're here now. So.
Yeah. Facts, man.
What's he doing? Where is he playing? I swear he's a starter at his club. He's played bare games. Where's he gone?
Kobe, yeah,
I haven't tracked him, you know. I haven't tracked him, man. When he left, I was just pissed. Yeah. Guys, let me know in the chat or Leon, find out. I haven't tracked him, but it'll be interesting to see how he's doing since he's left. But I definitely know he's good, man.
Yeah, he's at Leverkusen.
Oh, look at that.
But
he's a starter, right?
But like, he's
Is he a bench player?
No, he's only played one game.
He sits bench, but he's about to win the Bundesliga, so whatever.
Everyone that leaves us goes on to do things. Even Darmian and Ashley Young and them, man.
Bro, Darmian is killing it at Inter. He starts every game. It's crazy.
This club, man. Anyway, let's move on. Sofyan Amrabat. I personally, he needs to go back.
Get out.
You know what?
In his defense, though, I feel like
he never got a run of games. Same with
He
never get a run of games. Schweinsteiger, none of these guys ever get a run of games, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that. I said that as a joke.
Go on,
like,
Kev.
mostly exactly what Leon's saying is like, for players like him, he needs to understand the system and he needs to be able to run. And like, he doesn't get how the midfield plays. And whenever time he did, he was out of place and he was running. He ran too much to try and be positions. He just was like not in it and didn't get it. And it just didn't work out. The mistakes that he's made are great. It sucks, but like the mistakes he's made are just costed us. And every fan is.
Yeah, but I feel like that's scapegoating him a little bit. I feel like if you don't play, it's like Donny van der Beek. If you don't play, like I feel like fans nowadays, they go, oh, he's played 3 times and he's rubbish. He played rubbish in that game. Bro, like I've watched so many teams and players play 10, 15, 20 games, then it clicks. Yeah. Because it's like some players, Amrabat is like a system kind of guy, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, because we don't have like the it's like building a house and like you've got the decorators in and then you've not put the roof on and it's raining. Like you're not giving them the fair chance to like actually do it properly, innit? But like, am I saying he was United quality? But why did you spend £10 million alone to not play him?
That's the biggest thing. There's never playing him. It's crazy.
Just keep Fred.
Yeah.
Just kept Fred in the end. Like waste of time.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen some good moments from Amrabat as well, and I've seen some very bad moments too.
How can he go from like what he did at Florentina to just pants? It just doesn't make sense. Like we just ruin everything. Don't make no sense.
This club just destroys.
I would have kept Sabitzer. Me, I like Sabitzer, man. I would have.
You know what it is, Leon? Same here. You know, I feel like he just was played incorrectly as well, man. But with Amrabat, man, he has had a few very bad stinkers, but I feel like it's not his fault. I feel like he does get a bit of stick because we did expect a lot. You know, when I'm talking to Traps is always like, we brought you to duck down Mbappe. We saw you ducking down Mbappe. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like with Amrabat, he needs to be put in the correct system and know what he's doing. He's just been thrown in, and maybe some, like I said, not all players have the right. I don't want to call it IQ, but not every player just adapts by themselves. Some people need to know what they're doing and see a vision. You know what I mean? So I think he's not a bad player, man. I've seen when he played left back as well, that when he first came in and he played left back, he weren't too bad. He was all over the pitch. His heat map was crazy. So
Ten Hag does this thing, where like he's like so stubborn on his principles that it's like, right, I need you to play left back, but I want you to vert in midfield. Why are you complicating it? Like if the guy, let's be real. Amrabat's like a 6.5, maybe 7 out of 10 in all his attributes. You know them FIFA players that are just the same 60 on all of them or 70 on all their attributes, Yeah. Like you need to play him play him in his position and just get him to do something simple like Amrabat, right? You're gonna get the ball, you're gonna give it to dare I say Bruno or somebody that can, or Eriksen. And then when they've not got the ball, I need you to just step behind and just shield them and just I need you to just read what's happening and just break up the play a little bit. I just need you to kind of do an all-round job. Break up the play, be a little bit tidy with the ball. I know you're going to mess it sometimes, but give me 7 out of 10 in all these areas. But it's like this, the manager goes, play left back, where you've never played. Invert. and then do this, do that, and it's just like, nah, man. Of course, like left back in a league like the Premier League, when most of the right wingers, even in the basic clubs, are quick, doesn't make no sense. And he's having to defend on his weak side. Imagine you're not left-footed and you've got a pacey right winger. It just makes no sense. Like,
Going back to 100%. One thing, Leon, just because you mentioned him with Fred, I looked it up again. This man has played 26 games for Machi. Hasn't lost a single game.
He's killing it.
It's like, but
the missed profile of Fred in this club's crazy. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't hold the ball well, bro. He's never been that player. Like Fred,
he's Brazilian, bro. He just gets rid of it.
Fred literally would be really good in City. People don't believe me as well, yeah, because you know what Pep would say to him: break it up. The other man will do the rest. Break it up, give it to Rodri. Break it up, give it to De Bruyne. Don't do anything else. And that's what United need. Like this season, yeah, break it up, give it to KOBBIE.
Oh yeah. That balance could work a bit like what Casemiro was brought in to do, even though that's not his position. Maybe Fred will be the destroyer, the person that man mark, keep this person out of the game and all of that. And Fred don't stop running. He don't stop running.
Bro, he saved us so many times, left back, right back. He's been
and scoring. Yeah. So I'm gonna put him needs runner games because we're gonna be fair. We ain't seen a lot from him, and returning him, I feel like if we've all kind of come to the conclusion that he needs a run of games. If he was someone that in our heart we felt to return, we'll put him as return. But I feel like if we have a run of games, we can at least make a judgment.
The season's over. Never got a chance.
Same with Donny, man. Shame for Donny.
Short tire. I don't know if there's any point talking about short tire. Really, we don't really see much of him.
If he gets
funds for him, let him go.
Yeah. I think he's going this summer, though. I believe he's going this summer. I think he's going this summer still.
To be honest with you, depending on his contract situation, if he's a £2 million player and you're like, I want to raise it to 5-6, you loan him and you just hope for the best. You just like, hopefully he comes back and he's worth a bit more, But let's be real, like maybe gels of a club and they want him, but he's not at that level. He's not going to be.
I'll put him at zone because he doesn't. How much will
Kevin's hit
get
the nail on the head? If you get like £5 million quid, I mean, you're lucky to get that. I mean, we got bloody less than $1 million for Zidane, so I don't know what we're going to get for him.
Bro, the whole class. When this whole class came in, it was so promising. What Zidane, Iqbal, Tahith Chung, Hannibal, and then Shutire, and they all came in, and it was like, they looked so good in academy, and then they just came to the big boys, and they just like don't have the strength for it, and it's crazy. But also they're all tiny. It's crazy to say, but some of these guys are like 5'8", and you need to be bigger for like some of these players that are coming in now. You just come at them.
Yeah, 100%, man. We don't know how much money we'll get for him, so the best thing would be to loan him out, see if we can get a bit more, and if he doesn't do well, it's going to be the same thing anyway. We get whatever we can get for him. So, yeah, man. All right, cool. We move on to Traps's guy, Traps's boyo, Scott McTominay. What are you guys saying about Scotty?
You have to sell him.
The one thing that, like,
you know why? He's the biggest asset this summer. His price, when you go like a curve like that and it goes up like in stocks and stuff, he is at the highest Scott McTominay stock right now, scoring them goals. So I'm selling him, but Kevin, go on.
I think the biggest issue, like everyone says on as many panels as I watched, is he's the Man United heart. The one thing that I see the biggest thing, the issue that he does, is when he comes on, he runs the same exact routes in the same exact position as HOJLUND.
Yeah.
And like I just can't see it anymore. Like, he gets the goals, but guess what? Then everyone says our 75 million young striker sucks because he doesn't get goals. But guess what? Scott's just in his way and just takes the header away. Like, how many times have you seen back post runs, Scott there, and then it's just HOJLUND just stands behind him and celebrates because it was like, oh, I was waiting for that ball and I had plenty of time. So if we get 50 million, dude, I would be the happiest. Someone that owns his jersey, that I gave it away, but like, dude, when he came in, I was like, oh, Scott's good. Scott is Scott. And it was fun to watch. And he was a fun little banter person, but now I'm just ready to get rid.
Yeah. And I also think as well, I also think McTominay, if you look at teams like West Ham and stuff like that, I feel like
he's the perfect Calvin Phillips replacement. He's a perfect Calvin Phillips replacement.
I feel like it's time for him to go and actually be like, I ain't going to be the main guy here, but you know what? I can just go be the main man. I can be like a Do you know, like they love Suchek and stuff like that. Just go be one of them guys.
Yeah,
Do you know
West
what I
Ham,
mean?
he would have been perfect for West Ham still. He would have been perfect for West Ham. Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree with you guys, man. Let's sell him, man. He's still got some sort of worth for some reason, you know, and, you know, he scored a lot of goals this season. That should bring his price a bit up. Let's cash in on him and replace him with someone that can bring more to this team, man. This club is dying for midfielders, man. Yeah,
you know
man.
Mad? What does every manager see? Because every manager plays it.
Leon, I swear, I wanted to do a video on this. Like, what? There's something they're seeing because there's so many different.
He's not even like a good utility man. I don't understand it.
I don't get it, man. He must work his sock. Because even working his socks off in training is that it? Like, why Mourinho, even Ranić, flipping Carrot, everyone picks McTominay. Everybody.
Maybe when we talk about like the club, like saying that, you know, like sometimes United fans, and I'm always like, is that true? You know, when United fans say like there's a certain thing in your contract or there's certain players that they push and they say the manager's got to play. Maybe he's one of them.
Yeah, he has to be, man. Even big up Kaneki. Kaneki says here, McTominay is the biggest industry plant I've ever seen. I swear if he was from Scotland with that pick with Fergie, he'd be at Dagenham and Redbridge. I know, facts, man.
Killed it as well, I'm not gonna lie.
He said he's the Glazers' son or nephew. Yeah, big up Kev. Well. Oh, big up Kev, man. Yeah, Kev's always here as well, always showing love as well. Big up Kev, man. He's always here, man. My bro, man. Yeah, man. McTominay, you gotta go, man. My broski, man. I know Traps likes you and Traps is our guy in that, but you feel me?
All right, let's make the simple one. I'm gonna just Anthony Martial. Let's talk to him next. Easy.
Just, Anthony Martial, yeah. All right. Okay, go ahead. Be careful, Kevin, as well. This is Leon's guy, you know, so just be mindful how you're talking about Leon's boy.
You and Ty, bro. You and Ty love this guy. But look. I say it every single time. No matter what sport I'm watching, availability is the best trait of any athlete. This guy came on the scene, killed it. Loved the way he played, loved his link up. Ever since his next year.
Sick link up.
But, like, you just can't. If you're trying to play for United and if you don't even sit on the 18 on a week-to-week basis because you're not fit enough, you got to go. Like, it sucks, but he's going on a free this year anyway. Just let him go, enjoy his football in Spain or Turkey or somewhere. But, dude, he got to get out of this club, bro. The talking point of this guy to try and lead our line just isn't going to work anymore, in my opinion. But
I think it's time. It's time. It's sad, like, because Martial was mismanaged throughout his career. I mean, he was on a really high trajectory, and then Jose just ripped his shirt off him and gave it to Ibra, which I get it, but like the way he did it, and I feel
they're just the whole thing. But like,
but Martial's ceiling was to go and replace what Martial offers is going to be ridiculous.
Crazy.
Like, it doesn't really exist in world football at the moment. I don't. I mean, like he is a baller, but I think he deserves now to go on to another club, and I think he deserves to probably have a season where he figures it out. But I could see him having a last-minute resurgence somewhere and us meeting him in the Champions League somewhere. I'm not saying like a Real Madrid or anything like that. But
where did he go to, Leon? He went to Sevilla. He went to
Sevilla, but
dude, he went to
good there as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to a club like, maybe imagine if he went to like a Lyon, killed it for a season, then got signed to PSG or something. I would not be surprised because you know when he's on it, bro. Like he can bring players in the game, but it's just not.
Yeah, Martial was a bad man.
We're basically doing now what Arsenal did with Wilshere. It's just not working. Like,
do you think he's lost it now? Do you think the damage is done now? Do you think
I just feel like he's got to transition to a different type of player. Like we expected him to have puppet, like a ball, like puppet on a string, take round 3 man. When you don't have the dynamic to that anymore, I think he's still dynamic, just not as dynamic. Yeah. You've just got to play a different role. He could easily play 9, hold it up. He could easily he in and around the box, bro. He's a killer as well. He is a killer. Do you know what I mean? But
I know it's crazy comparison, but like, remember Dimitri Payet at West Ham? Like, that 1 year that he just like killed it, and then kind of went to France, and then just was like, all right, cool, I'm him. I think that's what Martial kind of needs. Just a few years later, just like go to France, because I don't think Spain. I think it's too. I think it's too like France is slow, and just let him like. Get
even Italy.
Just get him. Let him get 20 GA and let the fans like him. But I just I came out hot, but it's just because of emotions. But dude, this guy was so talented, and then getting your shirt ripped off, like what Leon said, and then just realizing that like you're not fit enough to play, it must hurt him. But dude, he just has to go just to get his mind back in the right place, I think.
Look what
is it a stretch for me to say that he was good?
That's bang on. And
Yeah.
this is where people
we bought Martial as a striker.
Fans are
played 5 years left wing.
This and that. Yeah, bro, he scored similar goals to Rashford in like a third of the games.
And
That's
Leon, is it wrong? Is it overhyping for me to say that he was kind of like, I wouldn't say he was going to be the next Mbappe, but he was going in that direction, like the buzz.
Monaco team.
The buzz. Yeah,
and he was the young gun. He was like 18. He was sick. He was cold, bro.
If Martial was Rashford right now and they just flip spots, dude, the hype of this guy, Martial, would be insane, because what I was saying in the beginning of the show is Martial is a creative player. Yeah. He would be able to release the ball at the right times and give people runs, and our wingers don't do that. So it just, again, like, it's like what everyone says, right place, wrong place, right time, or something like that, whatever. And it's just again, it didn't work. We paid him a lot of money for him
to think as well, yeah. Like when I say that how many players can do what he does in world football, this guy can score 20 goals in a season and assist 10. Who does that now? This guy's when he's on it, but it isn't going to work at United. I mean, the way the club's a mess, it's just not fair to him right now.
The one player that can is Darwin.
Huh? What do you say?
Darwin Núñez has those stats right now. I think he's at 17-10 or something like crazy.
Well, you know what I mean? But Martial, just the way he does it, like look at
it's the goal. It's a lot nicer on the eye.
Yeah, like when you look at like a player like Martial, he when you talk about, like, when I watch Bruno, I feel like he handicaps us at times the way he plays. Yeah, like he really handicaps the squad in that. Yeah, when I look at Martial, he only adds to the squad. He's so unselfish as well. So I feel like, but yeah, I think you're right, Kevin. He goes on and he does his thing, and it's a shame because, like, Kaneki, you hit the nail on the head there. Even when they had him battling with Rashford on the left wing, why couldn't he have come on and been a sub striker? Why couldn't he played right wing? But we're here now, and why couldn't he play in a two?
Pre-season, he was cold, bro.
They would have killed it as a two, They would have.
Him in the middle, Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left. That was a good front three. That's
what I saw at MetLife in New Jersey. Was that front three?
Oh yeah, that front three. Oh nah, bro. Yeah, man. It's a shame, man. So obviously, I wish there was another category we can add, but we know why we're putting it for sale, but it's not in a way that it's negative. It's just unfortunate, this club just ruined Homeboy, man.
I don't blame him for doing the surgery as well. He's blatantly done that because he wants to run down and get his money. I don't blame him. You know why?
And he got played through injury, Leon, as well.
If he'd have come on, the fans are like, what are they going to blame, HOJLUND or him? They're going to blame him. He's shit, he's that, he's this. You don't need it, bro. Take your money and then, you know what I mean? It's the least you deserve from us.
Yeah, facts, man. Let's go straight to Bruno then. What are we saying about Bruno? I think Bruno's an easy.
Kevin, you go first. I'm clear on that.
Nope. I'm waiting for you. Rhino, you go first then.
Dude, I wish I could put him in his own category. Like,
how much do you reckon you can get for Bruno?
Ooh.
Do you reckon you can lie to a club? Like, let's just say you've got a system club. They play nice football and that, whatever system and style they play, and you turn around and you go, because you can't go there and say, yeah, you've got like Odegaard, and you've got like you've got like good tens and that, like you've got like Cole Palmer and stuff like that, This guy's on their level, and they go, we don't like that he's ugly the way he plays. Do you think you
know it is though, Leon? I'll be honest.
GA.
I think in the right system, he will fit a good team. There'll be a place for him somewhere. There'll definitely be a place for him somewhere where he can shine. You feel me? But I just think his skill set and his just lack of just extra attributes that we need at United, it doesn't work, man. You see him at Portugal. Thing, right? Everyone keeps saying that Portugal play bad players, but play bad teams. But I just think generally Portugal's system.
He needs a slower league.
Portugal's system suits him. He needs a team like that.
We can go to PSG and say, 50 million. I think he'd be all right at PSG. What do you reckon?
He might be all right at PSG.
Get space. They get bare space to do that long ball shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but trust me, Bruno will cook in a different league, just not the Prem.
There's times where I think Bruno is like the best thing since sliced bread, and then I just look at his talent and I'm like, look, why are you doing that? I stare at my TV and I'm like, why? There's just no need to place when you're sitting in like the a low 6 roll, and then you just see Garnacho on the right wing, and you just ping it, and it hits the corner flag, and I'm like, your center back was right there. It just there's things like that, but the one thing that screams to me, remember the Fulham goal when we won it in like the 94th minute this season? Like that's who he is. He's that weird, like outside the box shot, and we just can't have that. When like I rate him as a player when it comes to the quality of finishing that he has.
Yeah. I don't rate his finishing.
He don't have it no more.
I think the way he strikes the ball is very, very not like it's not world class for me. It's ugly.
He's lost it.
Like it's that ugly finish, and that I kind of some reason like, dude, I think Phil Jones is one of my favorite players for United for some reason. I just don't know why, but he is. But like even though he sat bench for years and years, but Bruno has to go to PSG because they're able to do that like fun TikTok goal and like fun TikTok pass and let it go and get media. When you're United, you need to be able to just be like, look, we control the game for 95 minutes and we won 3-0 and we walked off without celebrating because we knew we need to get 3 points and go on to the next game because it's bigger. And we don't have a midfielder like that right now other than Kobbie, but let's let him ease into it because this press, dude, it's crazy. But
the thing that kills me is when fans say like, but look at all the assists and goals he scored and stuff like that. But this is what I'm trying to say. For United to go to the next level, I don't care about moments players and guys that bring up the GA and all that, because you can't lie to me. When Ronaldo scored all them goals and he came back and that, and man, like, oh my God, it's all Ronaldo. What did the rest of the team do? Bro, when you sacrifice everything for one player and you let them have too much freedom, your whole squad suffers. You can't lie to me. You don't turn around at the end of the season and we're like, yeah, we scored 58 goals, or yeah, we ended up with like, I think that season we scored like something like 60-something goals and Ronaldo got 28. So I'm like, it's taken away from the rest of them. Like, I don't like Arsenal, but look at the way their squad all score. Even when the striker's not on it, and then Rice pops up with a
they don't have a striker, bro. They have Kai Havertz playing in a false 9. It's insane. What I'm saying?
So Bruno, for me, you got to cash in while you can. Do I think they will? Nah, I don't think they will. I don't think I can't see. I would be rating Ineos highly if they stripped the captain and sold it. I would rate that highly. Do you know what I mean?
I think it needs to be still captain for sure, and I think it needs to be Onana just because we can't have these stupid yellows and we can't have this guy like that. The thing that he has that I'm seeing more and more is he has trust in the squad for him to say the right thing, and I don't think he does, if that makes sense. If Ten Hag says go out there at halftime and try and play basic football and just keep possession and try and get it to their 18 and just hold it and throw in a few crosses and see if we can get a lucky header, I don't think he even keeps that mentality. If it's as basic as saying, like, what I'm saying is you just go out there.
I think Ten Hag free roams him, Kevin. I think he free roams him. I think he lets him do what you like. Yeah.
Yeah, but then how does that work with any system? Like, how does that work with any, like, as a coach, like, how? Just how?
Because Ten Hag is, word to Musa, he's concussed, and he's like, and he's also, that concussed is perfect because ever since Musa said that, everything that you see adds up to what Musa said. Literally, and I think like with Ten Hag, he knows McTominay, Rashford, Bruno. Look, I'm lost. Bail me out.
Yeah, bail me out for sure, dude. I just don't know how, but
Bruno, man, Bruno definitely so, man. Kaneki says Bruno's out here, man, marking himself out of the game, and they call him creative.
I mean, the fact AG calls him world class, me and him clash. I'm like, bro, stop it. Just come off it,
listen, you're gonna start a crazy conversation still.
I find him talented in the right ways in the wrong times. If that makes sense.
I thought you were gonna say the right wing. I was about to just kick you out the stream,
like bro. Say that again, Kev. That was good. I like that.
Like, the wrong times when you need him, he's creative and he does the right thing. But like when we're winning 2-0 and he like does this crazy like he just like runs for the ball when no one else is, and like you see that, and then it's like, all right, cool, but do that in the important games and do that when you need him, and not just like this whole fake injury thing and the not trying to miss game. It's like it's past me now, man. It's past me, I think.
Yeah.
And also, Bruno, you know what kills me? The blaming. When he makes a mistake and then he's like, why wouldn't mate. awful.
Yeah.
All right, just go next. Just go next. What's the next player?
one? Still, let's go to Anthony. What are we saying about Anthony? You know what? Let me put these timestamps for each player.
Another card that we've overpaid for that we're stuck with. It's like Rhino. It's like it's like paying $100,000 for a Golf GTD or something. Do you know what I mean? Like a Golf GT. You know what I mean? They're like $100,000, $30,000 car. Like it's crazy.
I think the only thing that like I can see,
we kind of it's not need to see more. We kind of have to see.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you took the words out of my mouth because he scored his first ever right-footed goal in 42 games. 42 appearances. That was his first right foot goal. Dude, that's insane. If you're a like athlete in any sport and you don't use your weak hand, foot, leg, shoulder just because you don't like it and you don't think you're good at it, like it's sackable offense of any career. So like it's more of the sake of can I be Bolivia, dude? What the fuck? But like
back to Bolivia.
It's we got it. He has to just delete him. Like just delete him off the planet. Just take his jersey, send him to Croatia, and just vibe. I don't know.
I think the only hope we can have for Anthony is that he stays. We kind of has to stay. I mean, the contract he's on and the money we paid for him, you can't just lose that kind of money. That's crazy. You sell him for 20 million. You cannot lose that money. And I feel like for me, it's like stuck in the middle. That's hilarious. I feel like the best you can hope for Anthony, because we all know, every fan knows, you're never going to get the £80 million back. But the best you can hope for him is that the team over the next year, 2 years, uses him off the bench as a player. Like he kind of doesn't start. He's fighting for a position in that year. And he has moments where he contributes to us raising the level of the club, and then we cash in at about 30, 40 million. That's the best you can hope because of his age. Because of his age, that's it.
Leon, ready? This is a big question for you. Is he better than Miggy Almiron?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
you think? I don't think so.
Because do you know what it is?
Just because they're different
players,
such weird players.
They're different players.
Different players, but also just like not talented enough to play.
Do you know why? Do you know? I don't think he's doing. I think Almiron's better. Almiron's way more direct than Anthony. Almiron tries to go forward. Like Anthony has a problem with driving.
That's not his game. What you could do is you need a good coach to come in and just put him in a system and get him doing the basics. Like I'm saying, people look at that.
Anthony likes to link up still.
If I could get rid of him now, I would. But I just feel like when you pay 80 million, when we've got other priorities in the squad, if next season is Rashford, Ahmad, Garnacho, Anthony, and we bring in another winger, and have we got anyone else? I think that's it, to be honest with you. Maybe Mason Mount plays a few games on the right because we're stuck with him as well. We're going to get to him at some point. Yeah. So you go 6 players to occupy 3 positions. Whoever plays the best plays. Whoever plays the best plays. That's the best we can do.
We can start. Start from something.
And if you can turn him into a makeshift left wing back, which he seems to thingy, then you just have to try and use it. You're stuck with the car. You're going to have to drive it.
If like what you're saying, Leon, if we convert him to a left wing back, right, and we just play him higher up on the right side, and we kind of like let one of the 6s drop back into like the fullback position when he goes up. If he can get the space on his left foot from outside the box, he takes some wicked shots, and they like are close most of the time. So if he wants to do that, and like he's allowed to, I guess, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem like a player that I can ever see saying, "Wow!" Like,
do you know what annoys me about Anthony? Yeah, when he shoots, it's like he's practicing. It's like he's just practicing. Warm up. I swear, it's like he's warming up when he shoots, bro. It's so annoying.
They all go to the same bottom left corner.
Do you know what it is? He's actually got some technical ability as well, but it's just
he has a little bit.
The thing that leaves a sour taste in your mouth. It's like I'll go back to the car analogy. Yeah, Golf GT is worth 30 grand. You paid 100 grand for it. Yeah, it doesn't. People will be like, "Nice car, how much you pay for it?" It's always going to feel sick when you talk about the price. Like the car,
such
cool.
A flop, man.
It's 250 brake horsepower. It's got nice leather seats in it. It's heated in that. But every man thinks you're an idiot when you tell them 100 grand. They'll be like, nice car, 100 grand. Are you an idiot? Like,
It's
I don't
all
think
bad,
Anthony's
dude.
got heated seats, but yeah, still he's got something. He's got a little
even
something.
if it's heated seats, it's not worth 100 grand.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not worth it.
It's true. Yeah, Anthony is.
Drop a new engine in it, not worth 100 grand. Put a new body kit on it, not worth 100 grand. Put a gold
Put
wrap on
another
it,
100
not
grand
worth
into
100
the car
grand.
and still not be cost. Yeah.
Put some spinner rims on it, not worth 100 grand. There's nothing you can do. So,
cool. Yeah, we'll
All
go
right,
stuck for another
ready?
season.
I'm gonna throw everyone for let's talk about number 7.
oh my god.
Let's go. Let's go. So you Mason Mount, yeah?
I would have
gonna be
retired the
fair.
shirt. I don't even know if they like. I don't think UK sports do that, or I don't think Europe, anyone in Europe does that. Retired number, but dude, retire the number. Fuck it. Like, don't give it to
Yeah,
this.
no, you have to take the number back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can't. This is pure. What I said in the beginning. This is shirt sales because
We got Kadeen in the chat.
he won a Champions League with Chelsea. He did all this stuff. They thought he was gonna be good. Got injured, and he wears the shirt, and he's just not good enough to be in the midfield or the wing. And that's
Mount.
and there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Big up Adam as well. Big up Adam in the chat still.
Oh, Kaneki's killing me. Oh,
Kaneki's hilarious.
Oh,
Did you see what he said earlier?
B.
He said that about Anthony being from Bolivia because he's not Brazilian. That's hilarious.
With Mason Mount,
I can just imagine him saying it as well. That's what's making me laugh.
I'm gonna hurt you guys now. With Mason Mount,
What are you saying, Leon? Mason Mount.
so you know, like I said, Anthony, you
I
have
hear
to,
what
yeah.
Kevin's
I'm gonna
saying.
use another have to, yeah. You have to kind of use him as a utility, man. There's not.
But what utility?
It's just you kind of have to go right wing, right wing to.
You
right
sounded
wing,
like Kaneki. That's exactly what Kaneki
You
was
have to go
saying. I swear.
8 and right wing when we're not playing good teams or when people are tired. With Mason, I don't know. The thing I'm going to be fair with him is looking at one more season with him. Yeah, obviously we're stuck with him as well. Is he hasn't played much this season, so I'm clutching and I'm hoping here a little bit that we just have to just. I don't know. The issue I've got with Mason Mount is the profile. It doesn't really fit many systems. Like it kind of doesn't complement many systems. So it's like he's not a massive progressive ball player. He's not going to win the ball for you. He's not amazing at passing through the lines. I just don't really understand. It was a very expensive Phil the English quote, that one. Do you know what I mean? It's very expensive. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'll go back to another analogy. It's like going on holiday and you need travel insurance and it's like 8-10 quid or something, maybe 15 quid, yeah. And then someone bumps at you and sells you for like 50 quid. Do you know what I mean? It's like I got it, but I've paid way more than I should have for it. So,
bro, I swear down with Mason Mount,
I think the only thing I can think about just to keep my mind not in a crazy mindset is if we get rid of Scott, Mount may become the new Scott. Like that 75th minute, if we need
probably
a goal.
more sensible than Scott as well. So, it's probably more sensible and probably play more for the team than Scott. So
but that's not saying much.
Can he shoot though? Can Mount even shoot? What does Mount do? Like, because Scott can at least shoot a ball when in the final third.
Just
when we
put him
really
next
need
to
to
Anthony, and we'll just see that.
Kadeen just said it. He's just an extra body.
Yeah, bruv. Literally, man. Like, do you know what it is, yeah?
He can pass a little bit, but not like consistently spray it and rare. He's just like kind of, So,
I don't know. What
just
does Mount do?
7 as well, man? It's just all bad.
It's bad, man. I think with Mason Mount, he's definitely somebody that I wish if Ten Hag did have a direction. You know the first season Ten Hag, if Ten Hag built from the first season to the second season and carried on progressing, I think we would have more confidence in seeing what Mount could do because we know last season we actually saw bits of Ten Hag where we thought, we can beat this team. We were going to Liverpool's and Arsenal's thinking, yes, this guy's going to figure out something, and homeboy's brains got fried and he just gave up and he doesn't know what he's doing, so I have no faith into what he can do with Mount. You're seeing what Arteta is doing with what's his name, with Havertz, and I don't think Havertz is climbing trees, but he's scoring goals. He's being part of essential parts of the play where he's helping the team win. At least Mount, we haven't seen nothing. Nothing. What, he got that assist from one corner, and that was even in the Prem. Like, you know, like number 7, he's all doing all these adverts. I saw he's all doing adverts for like boxers and that. Like, you know, them man, they don't even care about football. Them man are just PR, man. Literally PR. And it's a shame, man. And that's why I don't rate him no more, because it's funny. I don't know if it was Matisse. I was watching a Chelsea channel and they were like, trust me. No, it was a tweet. They were like, trust me. If you don't know about Mount PR, you're going to learn about it now. And now we've seen it. He is a PR machine. And it's so sad, man.
I think the whole thing is they realize that he can sell shirts with his name on the back. And even worse is a United 7. And it just like every single, like, I swear his injury record isn't bad. He hasn't played more than like 3 games this year because of injuries. And it's like his injury record wasn't that bad. But just put him next to Anthony, and we'll just see next year and just hope.
Yeah. We are stuck with him.
Kaneki's killed me. Look, Kaneki's poor.
Dude,
Mount's last goal from open play was 2020. Oh.
Yeah. Flores is always telling man that stat as well. Look at him, even the way he's posed in his picture.
How many assists did he even?
You're right, Kadeen. He thinks he's Beckham.
Get at Chelsea. Like, how many assists did he even get? I bet it's like 10 or something.
What, Chelsea?
We ain't got nothing out of him, man. Like, do you know what he was meant to be? There was one game where I could see him being a bit of like a utility player. You know what I mean? As Thingy said earlier, but I don't know, man. Like, he's so bad, man. Technically, we haven't seen enough of him anyway.
He just doesn't excel anywhere. He just doesn't excel in anything.
So you never know. We might see him play 10 games, and we might see him being a McTominay, a perfect McTominay fit. At least we can say that. But technically, we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him do nothing. So
his entire career, since 1920, he has 27 goals and 24 assists.
Flipping heck, bro.
What, in 4 years?
Wait.
Is that 4 years?
And he had that one season where he was all right because his thing in it.
Well, it's
He's living off that Champions League goal that he scored. He's living off that. Yeah. That's what he's living off.
Well, this is only Prem. This is only Prem. But
this is a good point, you know. Mount is a downgrade from version of G-Sun Park, 100%.
Yeah, G-Sun Park was a champion. That guy deserved every trophy he won.
Yeah. Park, yeah. He is literally, that's so spot on. Like, if you had to fit him somewhere, that's what he would be. And even then, we're not even 100% sure because we ain't seen what he does. You feel me? But yeah, man, Mount, man. So, this club, man. You know when you go through these little, doing these keep selling bench, and we're deliberating as fans of United, it's just disheartening, man. This club, man, is so we're crap, bro. This club's in the mud, bro. But yeah, cool, man. Mason Mount stuck for another season. Let's go on to you pick Leon. Pick the next person.
Let's get into the one. I'm having a war with.
Oh my gosh!
Let's sing it.
Let me timestamp that 1:30.
Talking about Barbie hair.
So Garnacho people. Right, here's my view on Garnacho people. Yeah, there's two angles to the Garnacho thing. Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the kind of United team that I want, yeah. If you get offered money for him that's more than 30 million this summer, you cash in and you take it, because I can take 30 million pounds and I can invest it in a way better winger than Garnacho. Now, people always obviously take my take and they're like, "Oh, he's young and rare and all that sort of thing." Yeah. If I've watched somebody play 40 games, I know what they're all about. That's me, in my opinion, yeah. And like you said on another stream, Rhino, if I get proved wrong, I get proved wrong. To be fair, Kadeem, 45 million is marketability. You'd probably get that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm cashing in. Because for me, yeah, if you said to me, if any of us right now was at United and they said we've got an offer for 45 million Garnacho, Kev, you're the scout who's going to decide which player it goes into. You would be like, 45 million? Ooh, I can go and get loads of players. Do you know what I mean? I can go get some real ballers with that. Do you know what I mean? So for me, yeah, he's that poor man Lamella to Rails.
But okay, cool. Let's have this right. Cool. You can go and get better players. Who you getting for 45 mil? Name me
Bad
somebody.
boy
Listen.
wingers, bro. You can go to
Yeah,
any
name
league,
me.
you can get any
65
winger.
million pounds. You put another 20 on it. You get a list.
No. We're not doing that,
Saying
people.
45.
45 mil. 45 mil. Who are we getting? You're
can
so
get bad
sure
boy
that for
wingers.
45 mil, because even all Neto and that, they're not going for 45 mil.
You don't want
So
that.
No,
Dude,
you
like,
go
that
into another
injury is
league and
crazy.
you spend that, you're getting nice winger for that.
Who though? Who?
I don't need to name names, bro. There's bare
The way
man
you
out
say
there.
it, no, but you must have an idea of something, because a lot of people that have
Wingers.
these narratives, they name the players. Like Said will say, okay, we can go get boom. Who can we easily get? I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
saying you're wrong, but I would like you to kind of develop your point. Like, do some research
Even
on the
what you
actual
just said
point.
there, Adeyemi.
You know what I mean?
Like people like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's loads of man.
I
out
don't
there
really know
that
much
comes
about. Actually, Adeyemi, he plays for
Dortmund, I think, innit?
yeah, Dortmund.
Adeyemi
Yeah.
plays for Dortmund, do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Would he
so-
go for 45 mil though?
I just know that if you go 45 mil to like Ligue 1, you go to Bundesliga, you go to Serie A, yeah, and you go and get these guys. I'm not talking about the guys like Rafael Leao and people that are going to cost you a fortune. You can get
Just a
ballers.
decent winger that does the basics and a
Yeah.
bit more, basically.
Yeah, because the thing is, yeah, like with Garnacho, yeah, my gripe with Garnacho is it's not really 100% his fault. Like, I know obviously Rance talks about like he's celebrating and shushing the fans and all that sort of thing. Yeah, a fair point
Okay,
in this
Rance.
league. Do you know what I mean? But I think for me, it's like
Oh yeah, Yusuf Demir as well. Yeah,
I've seen enough to know that he's not
Nico
gonna
Williams.
complement our style of play. Like with space, he's good, but he has a lot of chances in a game. You know, his similarities to what Rashford gets is good. It's not like he's a Salah who gets loads of chances but bags. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know obviously I know he's younger, he's not as experienced, but I know what other wingers can do. I know wingers that can hold onto the ball better. I know wingers that can go to the byline and cross. I know wingers that can give and go. I know wingers that are smarter that will go and do that. So for me, going into next season,
So you don't see him as a potential squad player or someone that can.
I could hold on to him for another year, but if the money comes, bro, I am snapping that, bro. Like any more
I think I can agree with you in terms of the money thing.
Look, Cole
But I'm
Palmer, 47 million euros. Oh my god, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but we're not getting Cole Palmer now, though. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if we
Age,
United
the
could have
age
got
as well.
some.
Stop saying the age. He's played 40 games. I've seen enough. Like there's players like Kobbie. We're not saying age about Kobbie, are you?
Nah, but Leon, let me address this
Ahmad.
age thing, because this age thing gets taken out of context very heavily. We do talk about Kobbie's age. We just talk about it differently. His age is a factor as to why we're so shocked.
But he looks
Let's
so
be
good
real.
for his age.
Yeah, facts. And I'm gonna stop this narrative because everyone keeps saying we don't talk about Kobbie's age. We do.
Yeah, but
We always talk about Kobbie's age.
We've seen players.
But I
like-
get what you mean, though. It's not in the
What
same way.
What
Yeah, it's
I'm
not in
looking
the same
at,
way.
yeah. What I'm looking, I'm not disputing the ages. I'm looking at your age in football.
Yeah,
40
yeah.
games is like.
And he's not meant to be playing 40 games as well. Let's be
You
real.
betted it,
He's a
yeah,
squad
yeah.
player. Yeah.
But
But you're
I've
right,
seen-
Leon. You're
I've
right.
seen
You're
that.
right.
He's
You're actually
not-
right. I believe you.
No,
Nah,
like just
go on, Kevin. What's your thoughts on it, Kevin, actually? Let me hear from you. But
Like-
Kevin, you make some good points, Leon. 100%.
we can all agree the goals he scored and like the runs he makes are exciting and fun to watch. But the hype he gets for a United winger
Crazy.
because he runs for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right there. Like, and I love Saeed, and I've been on Saeed's show a few times. But dude, some of the times he talks to his panel and he goes, he runs for 90 minutes, and he gives the energy.
Yeah.
Any single player for any club in the entire world, if you're playing in Greece, if you're playing in Turkey, you better run for 90 minutes or else you're getting hooked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, right, he has talent. I can see it. But is it good enough talent for us to get back to my glory days of ruining kids' childhoods and letting kids cry on a couch because United's holding the trophy? No. Like, I'm telling you, like, Nico Williams, better player. Like, Nico Williams is fast, young, on a wing. But guess what he does? He uses his team. He doesn't just run and run and run. He uses the ball well. What Garnacho doesn't do is use the ball well. He just takes it and tries to beat his man, and he's direct. Yeah, guess what? I'm happy we have a direct winger, but use that direct winger and then transfer your system with the direct winger for the direct winger with knowledge, and then boom, get rid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? He gets excited. He gets excited by the crowd, which is another thing. But a lot of these things aren't his fault. United should have never pushed him as
He should never be playing 40 games at 19 years old. He should be sitting bench and letting.
I'm not gonna lie, that Bakayoko dimension though is cold though. Still, he's actually 6. Still, he's actually 6.
Who?
That Bakayoko, whatever his
I'm
name
not a fan of him.
He's good.
But
I've seen more to his game. Yeah. It's more about the game of the player rather than the age for me. Do you know what I mean? Because I see it. Basically, what I do, people, is I compare, give them 40 games and all them chances to somebody else. What outcome do I get? And I see a lot better for the whole team. Because remember, I'm talking from the perspective of benefiting the whole team. Whereas some United fans are like, we don't see anything on the pitch. He runs. Oh my God, it's exciting. But that's not what's going to sustain us to get to the next level, in my opinion. It's got to be what's for the whole team. Like, do you know what I mean? Like other wingers have been here and not got half of the thing. Like, do you not feel like last season we could have brought back Memphis Depay or something like that, and they would have balled out? Like, trust me, there's technical players I know in the game that would come and add a lot to us. Do you know what I'm saying?
So, Leon, let me challenge you here, yeah? So, you made a point earlier that Tara Malacia runs up and down. How does that benefit the whole team?
No, but Malacia is the kind of player that...
Different position, Rhino.
Different, yeah. No, the difference.
I'm just asking. Don't.
The difference of those two now is, when you've played a kid at 19 that many games, when you've given him the marketability and the confidence that what he is doing is the right thing, it's hard to now uncoach that.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Whereas with Malacia, what Malacia can do is you can say, right, come into this system and just do this role for me, and then you'll get the best out of him. Do you know what I mean? So that's just me. If Garnacho proves me wrong, we all win. We all win. Do you know what I mean? But I don't see it. I don't see people like he cooks people and rare. No, like that's not cooking for me. No, like the way Martial cooks people, does Garnacho do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's me and it. So.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, what I would say is I think because of the current space that we are in as a United team, in terms of the pros and cons of everybody else, I think that's why people appreciate what Garnacho does. Yes, he's been overplayed. Yes, he's been overhyped. But a lot of our players that should be doing what the basic standards are not doing it. So I think people do appreciate that. And then when you mix that with the overhype, it becomes a bit of a thing that it shouldn't be in it. So that's what I think. I think he should definitely be a developmental squad player, in my opinion. Like, play him right, play him when we need to, see where he goes. If he doesn't do well in the next season or two, maybe free, because he's still at an age where he can develop, then you can ship him on. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
If he ends up being like the fifth choice winger and he comes on and he scores, that's cool. But I just don't want him to be a starter. Do you know what I mean?
He's definitely not a starter.
I just don't want to see number 17 start every single game.
Yeah, same. I agree on that.
Just because the hopium is gonna die down. Him getting a chance of running directly at a fullback and thinking the center back's not going to know and drop back before that even run starts.
They're going to figure him out.
Is going to be figured out by end of year.
And also as well, his example on the left of Rashford is not a good example.
It's not a good example.
Rashford's doing the same thing. So well, he's not even doing that now.
We have two wingers. We have two inside forwards with a holding number 9, and we just don't play him. But
I agree. You guys are spot on.
The mentality can't be, we need a goal, so I've got to take on 3 man. That's not smart.
So stupid, man.
Put a good left winger there that he can be an understudy to. When that left winger's having a bad game, Garnacho at least knows more what to do and follow. Do you know what I mean? And we have a system that we follow with our left wingers.
I don't mind if we have. You're right. You guys have good talent on the bench and we're able to do it. Just look at. It sucks. Other side of the town, City, their bench is stacked every single game.
Peak, man.
They have Grealish starting and then Doku, that is just a track runner, on the bench.
Adams.
Spot on. Yeah, oftentimes you learn more from taking a step back and watching from the bench. He's too involved and too young. He needs to see the whole picture a bit more. Facts. That's it. And I'm happy we've had this conversation because a lot of people might misunderstand Leon and think he's just a Garnacho hater. I understand Leon. I just like to troll. And Leon likes to troll me back. So we understand this content creation thing. You feel me? So, but at the same time, when it comes to having a sensible conversation, we're gonna have it. And
I think the thing with Garnacho is his emphasis is on I want to be moments. I want to be Ronaldo. I want to wow the crowd and have moments to remember. Overhead kicks and amazing stuff. And big up him for scoring that because that's a once in a lifetime goal. So he's got that on his locker.
Everton goal,
but the winger's mindset should be, I want to be a team contributor, because that's what's going to turn me into a great player wherever I go. For example, like, how do I get 10 assists this season and 5 to 7 goals? Because if you're just assisting, everybody's benefiting. The striker's more confident. The team looks better. You're dragging players and creating space. Like, there's more to it than just get it. Oh, he's direct. He's exciting. Rare. Like Kev hit the nail on the head. We've seen so many players in the Prem. Like, people always were like, oh my God, Adama Traore is so frightening when he first came in. He got figured out real quick. My man got figured out rapid. Like, I don't care if you musty, bro. Boom. Like, you can't. You can't arm wrestle me for the ball. Pinch off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're so big, you can't turn and chase me. So, do you know what I'm saying?
Adama Traore, this is him.
Hit the hoe. Yeah, baby.
Whereas
Pedro Neto,
Neto, give me Neto now.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing. I rate Neto so high, but he is a top, like, he's a 7 through 10 player because his injury record. The guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's something that I heard about. I think it was yesterday. I think it was a show you was on, Leon. I can't remember, but I heard about this recently, and I was kind of concerned. It's something that I never looked into. I'll
give you another example.
Injury.
Yeah, Jackson.
Injury.
I like Jackson. Do you know why? I don't think he's going to be unbelievable world talent, going to take Chelsea to multiple titles of rare, but I've seen him adapt his game. I just want a bit of a smarter player. Yeah. Jackson, to me, is a good winger. I don't think he's a striker. I think he's a good winger.
No, he was a winger at Villarreal.
Yeah, that's a very good point still.
But,
I like that point. And I like Jackson as well. A lot of Chelsea guys didn't like him at the start. I liked him from the start. I just knew that he needed to warm in and adjust himself. Read his position, identify what he needs to do in this club, and do it. Simple, literally, that's man. It. And Garnacho definitely needs to do that, man. He's still stuck in this, I need to turn up. It's on me. Just adapt to the game. Find your best position, be the best for the team, and you'll get a lot more ratings out of it. So I definitely agree on that.
We know who should 100%. Be playing. Ahmad and Peleshby should be playing more. Even if you don't think they're good enough, they will contribute to the team. Like, United fans are so hung up on he's not the level, rare, but are you looking at his attributes and what he contributes to the team and system? Or are you just rating, I don't think he's good enough? Like, let's have real football conversations about it. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, facts, man. 100%. All right, cool. Who's next? Let's go to Marcus Rashford. What are we saying about Marcus Rashford?
How many years is his contract left?
Do I think he's going to be sold? No. Should he be cashed in on? Yeah, you can get 2-3 players for that straight away.
Yeah, I think we should
back to what I just said before. 2-3 players that contribute you a hell of a lot more to the squad.
Yeah. It's his marketability for me still. Go on, Kevin. You speak. I'll speak after. Go on.
Like, we say this right now. Exactly what Leon. Leon thinks we should sell him. I think we should sell him. Rhino, like, just it's a yes or no. It's because the reason why is he going to continue as the club's picture or not? And that's that's it. Is the marketing team going to say, is Rashford number 10 and he's going to be wrapped as a present for every single kid around the world or not? And if it's not, get rid. But if it is, then we have to keep it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys, man. I feel like with Rashford, his marketability is so good. We might as well cash in. We might as well use that to our advantage and get money for him.
Well, his PR team is like the best in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it kind of goes back to the whole Garnacho situation. Whereas in Garnacho's favor, he's younger and he's still got time to kind of mold into something. Rashford's been there for a long time. And don't get it twisted. Last season, he was cooking. It might have not been for the whole season, but the moments he brought us, I appreciate it. But thank you, and let's keep it moving, Rashford, man. I feel like he can benefit himself going to another club as well. Imagine him at PSG. I don't think he'll go because he seems like he loves the English kind of culture, and I can't imagine him going to another, moving with his family and all of that stuff. But yeah, I just feel like for me, Rashford's time is done. His time is done. It's more of a thing.
He knows that. He's not bothered.
His time is done. I still rate him as a person. I like him as a person, his mentality and what he's done for the culture and stuff like that. But you know, you could argue a bit of the Martial argument in regards to like him playing through injuries and him being mismanaged and him not being coached for all these times. Not saying he's as good as Martial, obviously, but you know, yeah, I just think it's time. It's done, man. We can get a lot of money for him and we can replace him with probably two good players that can benefit our squad. So
if we sold him this summer, we get 85.
Yeah.
And look as well, the mentality and the kind of culture you want at the club. Do you really want someone who's walking around the pitch and not bothered and then goes to England and play? Like, you just don't. That's so damaging. Like, we just spoke about the example for Garnacho,
yeah.
It's such a bad example. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's why the manager's got a whole pelters, because why are you playing him all the time? Like, why are you doing it? Like, even from like, let's just say Kev's the manager and Kev goes, right, I've demotivated Rashford. How do I get him motivated? Put him on the bench and let some kid take his position, because then he's going to go, nah, that's mine. I'm going to show you. Do you know what I mean? But it's just a joke, isn't it? So, but yeah, people smash the like on the button on the video.
Yeah, smash the likes, people, man. Let me do a like check right now. You know, Stephanie's not here, so I've just kind of, you know, been slacking with that.
Adam's comments bang on as well for me.
Big up Adam, man. Appreciate Adam a lot still. Hold on, I opened that one. All right, cool. Let me do this here. So, likes, we are currently on... Let me make sure I don't close the... All right, cool. Carry on. 26 likes, people. Let's get to 30. 30 likes, people, man. Keep smashing the likes. There's still 33 of you guys in the building. Thank you for you guys hanging tight and listen to our conversation. If you want to get involved in this convo, join in on YouTube, because I know a lot of you, half of you guys are still on Twitter. If you're just chilling, listening to us, fine, fair enough. Retweet the video. If you can, come over to the YouTube and like the video on YouTube and leave a comment down below. Tell us your thoughts. If you agree on anything that we're saying, if you disagree on anything that we're saying, is there something that we haven't spoke about with one of the players that that's already gone past? Let us know, man, and then we'll take it in, man. And obviously, if you want to prioritize your comment, feel free to send a super chat, and I'll 100% read it and we'll discuss it, whatever the super chat is, as long as it's sensible, people. But keep smashing the likes, man. Yeah, Rashford definitely for sale. Luke Shaw.
Oh, by the way, can I just say one more thing on the Rashford thing, yeah?
Oh, go on.
Like,
and then we'll move on to Luke Shaw.
It's like if they manage to sell players like McTominay, Rashford, and Maguire, they will get massive ratings, because as well as bringing players in, if they just rip up the squad, that will show me their intent. But all will be proven. I think it'll be a big statement for them to go, big marketability people. Let's just get them out. That'd be a huge statement. Like, will they sacrifice all them shirt sales and all the PR and stuff? Let's see what they're about. Let's see what
Leon, if they start moving players like that, I'm on the giddy train. I'm saying it from now. If I start seeing these big players leave, I'm giddy. I'm on the giddy train. 100%.
Yo, I'm bouncing wall to wall. If they go, if we get a here we go, Rashford is gone. I am like bouncing.
I was about to pause.
Yeah, come from the academy. It's bare profit. Bare profit.
Yeah, mad profit. Still good for FFP
I
as
think
well.
The one thing, just before we move on, right? Because like when Leon said before he ended, he gets an England call up every single time.
Yeah.
If he ends up starting or playing minutes with these England call ups, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm doing it fine. If he's not getting minutes and not getting the call ups, but that's not going to change if Southgate's there. But like, it's just crazy that he just always gets the call up because he does it because it's Rashford. It's crazy. But
it's true, man. It's true. Let's keep it moving because we're 2 hours in. Let's go to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, people. What are we doing with Luke Shaw?
Kev, come on, Kev.
Why is it always me? Was talented. His injury career is worse than most players at United. No one talks about it. Everyone just thinks he's the best left back in England. It's time to go. Like, his left foot is dangerous. Don't get me wrong, but when he plays, it's like 12 games a season, and he's just not it. Like, I just don't get it. Needs to go.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see. Like, we already have all these rumors, like these real rumors now. We're going to get a new left back, but is it going to be a 25-year-old that's going to be able to start, or is it going to be a 19-year-old like Malacia level, and he's going to have to grow into the game? and we have to see from there. Because if it's a 19-year-old like that, it's to grow. We have to keep Luke Shaw for another year.
For me,
we have to give him the stepping grounds to then kind of blend him in. But we keep we start the 19-year-old most of the games. We have Shaw at training to then teach him the ways.
For me, with Luke Shaw, if they're worried about Adam,
what's going on?
If with Luke Shaw, if they're worried about contracts and they're worried about, because a lot of these they're going to be talking about what we played for a player, what money is on, blah blah blah. The only thing with Luke Shaw you can do is like do the whole centre back, left back role. But to me, I'd love a manager like De Zerbi or something. Do you know why? Because he'll go Alvaro, Malacia. I'll risk it for a year and I'll give it a go. Do you know what I mean? This Luke Shaw guy. I mean, fans had the cheek to say like he's one of the highest paid left backs in the world apparently. So fans are like, yeah, he's one of the best. Nah, mate, don't try and kid me with that rubbish. One of the best left backs in the world. Oh yeah, he's technically got a good touch in this and that. Yeah, this guy's been down the byline like 10 times in his United career. Like he's just, Adam, take it away. I mean, sure, man, just. And Martial gets pelters. It just does my head in. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, I hear it. Just, it's nice to be here. Thank you for sending me the link, man.
Nah, big up, Adam.
Big fan of what you guys do, so it's just natural for me to come in, man. Well, Luke Shaw,
always welcome, Adam. Always welcome.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Luke Shaw, I think time's up. Like I used to really rate him, but time is up. He never he's built like me, and I don't move. So what's the point, man? What's the point, to be honest, ladies? And he's a good footballer. Be real. I think he's the first touch is always a good indicator of a player. But if we can't rely on you, and also I think he's taking the piss as well. Like he can give you 90%, but if he's not in a competition for his spot, he will be 25. And if someone comes in threatening his spots, now he raises the level up. And I don't like cheaters like that. Like it's United. You have a duty to do what's best and to give everything. So you know what?
But he's been doing that for years now. It just hasn't been because he hasn't had competition. So he just sits. He just knows if he's fit, he's going to play. And if it's just a league match, he's not playing. If it's a Euro final, he's going to try. And it just doesn't make sense.
Exactly. 100%. 100%, man.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. I think with Luke Shaw, man, you know one thing about Luke Shaw? Like, on a good day, he's got a very nice left foot. He actually takes care of the ball in terms of the way he strikes the ball. But, yeah, man, I just feel like we can't rely on him, man. We can't rely on him. We give Martial the stick for not being available in how many games, and Luke Shaw's probably even way worse. Yeah, way worse, man. Worse. Yeah, man, Luke Shaw, man, like, people always have this myth as well that he's not good at assisting. I think he's actually decent at assisting on his day.
You just don't do it enough.
Yeah, he just don't do it enough, man. He don't do it enough.
He doesn't get up and down enough.
Yeah,
he's not
so unfortunate. Yeah,
Adam said it perfectly. The guy, how can you have the mindset of if I've got competition, then I'll give it my all? What?
Yeah,
what are you like?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is this?
What is this exactly?
Yeah, what is this like? This is Manchester United, like, and he always steps up when it comes to playing when he's got competition, and he has to. He steps up when he has to. He don't step up just because he wants to play for the badge. He only does it when he's at risk of not being played. And yeah, man, Luke Shaw. How much guys do you think we can get for Luke Shaw?
I mean, we paid 30 million back in the day, innit? So
we should be able to get our money back plus a bit of profit, no?
I don't think so, because it depends on the contract situation and age plus injury record.
Oh, yeah. How old is he? He's 30, 29?
No, I think he's 27, some 28.
27,
something like
28. That. Injury record.
I'm thinking what teams he would complement. I just can't.
Yeah.
Making is fucking throwing me in.
If Dyer can go to Bayern Munich, do you reckon we can scam him? Do you reckon we can scam him? And see, he can play left centre back, and he's got a good first touch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And for your league, he's quick,
and he's strong as well.
Yeah, who would he play for, man? He needs to go to like a Inter Milan or something, man.
Yeah,
we sell all of our wingbacks to Inter, so just sell another one.
Yeah. He needs to go to like an Inter. I think he needs, Inter Milan.
Or Saudi. Tellez is in Saudi, killing it.
They say link up.
He'll fight
Yeah,
with
man.
Tellez again.
Yeah, Shaw, unfortunately, my boy. Where's Shaw? Where is he? Where is he?
It's a shame because I think he's a good player, but he's just
Steven on that list.
disappointing.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Like, yeah, he's definitely got very good potential, man. But he's somebody as well. He's just been here too long, man. It's time for a different scenery, man.
Exactly.
Let's move on, man. Yeah, Luke Shaw in 2024 is crazy, man. If he was carrying on potentially, if he was to carry on and maximize his potential and be consistent and less injured, then yeah, Luke Shaw will be balling. Now, I remember there was a time where
What is
you
this?
know,
if
yeah, the ifs. It's sounding like Marshall talking it. If he's free, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's unfortunate that someone like Luke Shaw, he had the potential to be very good. You know, he's actually not a bad left back. He's actually quite decent.
He never got over the leg break, really.
Yeah, man. There was even a game.
Was nasty though.
Nasty, very bad, man. There was a game where he inverted, and I remember he traveled the ball all the way from our half all the way. I think he set up and then he scored. He started the play and he scored it. Like, if we saw more of that, I would happily keep him as a potential like squad player. You know what I mean, or somebody that can fill in. But yeah, Luke Shaw's time has passed it, man. Let's move on. Look at the cell. Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and obviously Martial, mitigating circumstances. Scott McTominay. Look at those names.
All these people are on like the billboards outside of Old Trafford, and that's the issue. Like,
you know what you're seeing right here, people? This is the real director of football talk right here, people. You see, this is how it should be run, people, yeah? So take note. Ineos, yeah, man, listen. Offer us a job, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, offer. Give us that, man.
FNR's doing my head in, you know. Keep saying keep Bruno.
Yeah.
FNR,
He's
man.
trolling.
Man.
He's trolling. But to be fair, fun facts. Firms rates Bruno. Firms likes Bruno. Firms said you'll take Bruno at Arsenal. Fun fact.
Yeah, gladly, mate. Take.
Fun fact. Like I said,
Brethren called AG, I'll put you lot in touch. You man can talk about world class.
Personally, I think Bruno in the right system will be a much better player, but maybe not in the Premier League, man. Not in the Premier League.
He needs it needs him and 3 other midfielders around him to be good, but whatever.
Stinks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like putting an entire team to accommodate a mediocre player. That's too much of a that's too much of a concession.
Yeah, see, look, he said it. Bruno is good. Your team is dead.
I think it's the other way around.
You must win the league. Arsenal, you better win the league. You better win the league.
We'll take Jorginho if we swap.
Oh, yeah, we'll swap. Give us Jorginho then.
In a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
I'll take Jorginho still.
Yeah,
Kadeen here says Bruno is poop.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. Let's move on to Martinez. Lisandro Martinez.
It's a simple.
Yeah, very, very, very simple for me.
Has to play more games, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the jury's out for him. I'll be honest. I didn't want to say it. It's a bit of an uncomfortable conversation because Martinez for me is kind of a bit like a fan favorite. I got love for Martinez, but the jury is out for him in terms of his reliability.
The one thing people,
go on.
The one thing people are underestimating though is if Eric leaves, is another manager going to want to play a 5'8" center back?
I don't think the size matters. I don't know.
Like, I think he's talented. I think he knows where to position himself. But like, it's just
you kind of you fell for that one.
What the hell? No way!
Is any guy watching this, the Interman? Yeah, that. Do you know? Do you know what it is with Martinez? Kev, you hit the nail on the head earlier where you said competition for places. We can't be going into next season and saying this is our talisman and he's the only good centre back we've got and stuff like that. If he needs to come back in and he's either in and out of injury or he's not on form, we got 2 guys that can ball out and then he has to fight his way back. That has to be every position.
I agree.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. He's definitely very, very talented on the ball. You know, he's definitely got good fight in him. One thing that I'm starting to kind of ponder with him is, you know, is the Premier League too intense for him? Plus, if you balance that with, is he trying too much? Is he trying to I think he tries too much sometimes and he goes into tackles that he doesn't need to. Yes, fair enough. In certain games, we need that. Yeah. You know, back in the day when we used to play Leeds and you just wanted that dirty fight. You wanted to see McTominay get a yellow card. You wanted to, you know, certain games we do. But I feel like he needs to find the balance between adjusting to the intensity of the Premier League and then knowing when to fight and when not to, because maybe that's what's affecting his fitness. Possibly, I don't know.
But I think the way we bed players back in after injury shows how poor we are running as a club.
Yeah, that as well. So we don't know. We don't know.
We're the physio team, so we're rumored, but I think
because his injury record wasn't that bad before. But maybe it's the Premier League. Maybe it's the way we are, our medical team. What if you guys had to weigh it up? Obviously, I know it's a far-fetched question.
The manager, it's my profiles, it's my key guys that I need, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying, what do you think's the reason why all of a sudden his injury record has kind of become a bit?
Because I think the manager's mismanaged him because he just chucks him back in and when he needs him and then like plays him too long. He doesn't manage. He just literally goes, "Here are my 4 or 5 key guys. It don't matter whether they." Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's
Bruno on one leg against Liverpool, for example.
When you're not fit, you can't play 90 minutes, and he forced him back.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Yeah, I definitely think when it comes to the way we've managed him, Ten Hag, the way Ten Hag's this bold guy's managed Martinez. My guy, Martinez is one of my favorite guys, man. I
like him. I really do.
Yeah, man. It's very unfortunate, man. But yeah, I think someone like him, we'll definitely keep in it. Would you say 100%? Yeah, 100% keep. Yeah. And obviously next season we can revisit it and see where he's at. But yeah, look, we've only got 2 players there. Damn.
Yeah, and you know what? I just came in a bit too late, but Lindelof wouldn't be there if I was there for the start, man.
Yeah, I was skeptical with it, you know, but I was outvoted. Still. I was very skeptical with putting Lindelof there. But
Adam, why we put him there is just for the record of injury. If Varane goes, who else is there other than Kambala to fight for a spot?
I'm buying players, mate. I'm not having Lindelof. I've seen too much.
Fair enough. My thought process, Adam, was just for next season as we bet, because I'd rather Maguire go and then he goes the season after, but because I don't think we get everybody out. But Adam, fair play. I did say as well, if we get like an offer for him,
definitely ship him off.
30-40 a piece.
I just don't want to see Maguire stay, man. I mean, he's an asset we can actually make money on. Like, do you know what I mean? We can scam someone for him. So we got to scam everyone and we get scammed ourselves. What is this?
Yeah. We need to be that club now, man. Cool, man. Andre Onana.
We have to keep.
Andre Onana.
Have to keep, yeah.
I need to see.
Like, we need to see more just for the... If he starts the season like he did last year, Bayyinder has to go. Like, has to be in the net. But if he continues like what he's doing now, 100% keep. He's not making any more mistakes. He's playing fluent, in my opinion.
So you think he's rather 100% keep, or do you think it's a stuck for another season kind of conversation?
Kind of, because you know the way you still say it, I'm still like, I don't like.
He just dives so slow. Like it, you see how slow he dives? It doesn't make sense to me.
He dives like someone that's been bribed.
It's his body language is very concerning for me. I feel like even when you look at that save that he did, was it against Liverpool? When he parried it away, just the way he parries it even just looks a bit...
Rhino, some of the near post ones this season have killed me, bro.
Bro, you like close your eyes with the ball shut. Like there's sometimes the ball gets striked, I close my eyes, I'm like, did it go in? He's definitely kind of built a lot more confidence in what I initially had for him. I feel a bit more secure with him in goal now, but I just worry about his certain goalkeeper fundamentals. Because fun fact, I used to be a goalkeeper as well before I was a striker. Actually, funny, if I had to think back, I was a striker and a goalkeeper. I could just play between both.
What, you went from being a goalkeeper to a striker?
Both. I could just play both, like simultaneously. I could play both. Yeah, so I wouldn't say I'm an expert. And another fun fact, I quit goalkeeping when I got lobbed from the halfway line. I said I'm never being in goal again.
What kind of striker would you like? Who would you compare yourself to? Would you like
definitely Andy Cole. Definitely Andy Cole.
Why are you lying for? Why are you just going on?
Honestly, I swear to you, ask people that know me. I did semi-pro for a bit. Honestly. Nah, back then there was no tapes. Honestly, do you want me to be dead honest with you?
I didn't even say say what's his name, Kanu or anyone like that.
I'll even probably say Ronaldo. I would say Ronaldo.
Get out of here.
No, honestly, you guys don't believe it. It's fine. You don't believe it.
Is this true? Because
FNR's only seen me kind of get back to football recently. He wasn't there, but if you ask people that used to play back in the day with me, yeah, I'm a striker that can get in behind. I can do all the dummies and the little parry. That's how I play. I like to do the dummies and the side foot goals.
Rhino,
you know the placement.
Placement
goals. That's me.
Put it in the chat now.
Yeah, bro, 100%.
This propaganda.
No, 100%. Honestly, I swear I wouldn't cap on YouTube. I wouldn't. I promise you. You might not physically believe it.
So what, you was chipping, man, and doing all that? You was doing the chipping.
I can do that, bro. Okay. Honestly, trust me. I could take corners. I could take free kicks. Yeah. Trust me.
What player is he? Like, is he overhyping it? Is he? Do you know what I'm saying? Is
Ronaldo.
He like
Ronaldo. And I mean not CR. I mean R9 Ronaldo, not CR7 Ronaldo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I feel like with me, I can get in behind. I've got enough pace to get in behind. I'm quite fast. And I like to place my goals side foot. You know the Henry ones? That's me. Yeah. Place it. That's it. Run, place. Dummy, twist, place. That's me. You know what I mean? So but obviously, those times are done now. When I play football 20 minutes, I'm gassed. I'm dying. I'm begging to come off the pitch. I don't even think I can play 20 minutes. I think 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes max. In 11 aside, yeah, I'm finished, man. I'm finished. But yeah, man. Honestly, man. But yeah, fun fact, man. And even Firms is cold at ball, you know. Firms is cold at ball. I'm telling you.
Is it?
Trust me. Yeah, he defies physics. Firms defies physics, bro. Firms is cold, bro. Mad number 10. Everything goes through him. Still, but yeah, man. What about you guys anyway, man? What about you guys? What position do you guys play? Adam, what position do you play?
More midfield, I suppose.
Midfield, yeah.
Yeah, more. I like to get on the ball. I don't like to run too much. I like to make passes. I like the play. I play like the players I like.
Yeah.
At least I tried. So,
Kevin, I can guess what you are. You know.
What?
Centre back.
Nah, it was crazy though.
Or DM.
I was when I was playing as a youth kid, I was only like 5'2", 5'3", and I was a right back. And then I had a growth spurt. Now I'm 6'4", and I'm a right back. So it's crazy.
6'4" right back. Damn, that's crazy.
It's just how I was like. I don't play anymore, but that's what I used to. But like, like every time my coach was like, "What? Like, let me put you in the middle," and I was like, "I just don't know how to do it." I just I'm so used to what I was on the wing for so long, and I had a crazy growth spurt, and now I'm just
midfield. I can never. I'm too lazy for midfield. I like to stand and wait for the ball to. I'm a goal hanger type of striker. But I can get in. I can get in between. I can be part of the build up, but I just midfield. Yeah. I'm not lasting 5 minutes. My stamina's finished. Leon, what about you?
I was like a rubbish boy in Routledge. That's what I was like. They're like Nathan Redmond, but I was rubbish.
Oh
I started playing ball at 16. I was pants. Do you know what I mean? I played rugby.
Is it?
So yeah, that was me. I was rubbish, but you know what it is? Team player, man. Do you know what I mean? I come off the bench. I'm team player. That's me. You get me? So.
Exactly, those are the most important.
I should have gone first, man. Rhino started with Andy Cole. I couldn't top that. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
And I'm being dead serious.
To waste time. Is that what you? Was that you on the goal?
I didn't get on with the manager, so he played me like every 2 minutes. I think I scored like 5 or 6 goals in a season, and I used to get like the last 2-3 minutes. So I come on and get a few in it, but like my man never played me.
Man said Routledge. So I like that.
I was like a Routledge. Yeah.
Maguire getting a new contract in the chat. This is nonsense.
No,
what's this?
I googled it.
Are you guys trolling?
Yeah, no, it's fake. I googled it and Twitter and everything. It's
gathering, you know, crazy.
Please send us the flipping source, man. I don't believe.
No, it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Can we do? That
was a good segment, you know, quick fun facts, where did you guys play? That was nice. That was nice.
I knew Adam was going to say midfield, he's got that mind where he's the midfield.
Yeah, he's got that IQ. Yeah.
He's got that Xavi. He's the Xavi, man.
Midfield, you need good knowledge to play there, man. You need to know what you're doing. You need to read the game. Like,
Adam's definitely press resistant. You can tell. He's just that guy. He's like, whoop, no.
Quite a bit. I got a good relationship with the ball.
What are you saying? 99% pass rate, yeah, pass succession, yeah.
Nah, a bit less.
A bit less, yeah. But you care about it. My thing is, it matters to you though. You don't like losing the ball.
Yeah. You can't win without the ball, so you have to take care of it.
Yeah. Facts. Who did you want to move on to, Leon?
I was just saying, Bayindeer. I'm interested. I'll go first. I need to see more. Like he needs more games, man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Bayindir definitely needs.
He doesn't look good though. From the tapes I watched, he don't look great. But
whenever we move ONANA, what are we putting on ONANA? Keep, right?
I just feel like, why can't we rotate? Like, what's wrong with rotating?
ONANA, yeah, I think ONANA we said keep / stuck for another season.
You said it earlier, Kev, man. We had Romero, and he didn't even get enough rotation. We just don't do it.
Romero was disrespected, man.
It's 55K a month that was the dispute.
Not even a week. Crazy.
Where should we put ONANA, guys? Should I put need to see more stuck for another season or 100%?
Let Adam decide, man.
Yeah, let Adam decide.
You know what? I think it's unfair to judge him since the team can't play and can't pass. So I say 100% keep just for now because maybe he could be helpful, but it's a difficult one.
It's very difficult, yeah. Very difficult. And we said Bayindir, we need to see more, yeah.
Because just like Leon said, the tapes I saw was not only were they not good, but they were funny.
Bayindir, yeah, man. Culver, why did you go, man? This stupid club, man.
Yeah, the club is taking
stupid club.
We just need to be able to see him in the early rounds of next year's like FA Cup and Carabao Cup, and just be able to see what he does.
Dude, he does, yeah.
Because we saw him play didn't ONANA play against Newport, and it's just crazy.
I think it's the only game Bayindir played, isn't it?
That's what it was. He did play, yeah.
Yeah, and he did what he was meant to do. I'd say, he didn't really have much.
Our center back just gave up.
Yeah,
but it's Newport.
All right, cool. HOJLUND, what are we saying about Rasmus HOJLUND?
I need to keep and see better players. I want people to more assist him and stuff like that. I want people to give him the chance.
I need wingers that want to create.
But I also want another striker to challenge him as well.
100%. I like the look of HOJLUND, to be honest. I quite like him. Yeah. I think we need another striker and to keep HOJLUND. And I think our wingers are disgrace. So it is what it is.
Adam, do you think he can play on the right wing? I think he can play on the right wing, you know.
Yeah, but that would be like a bit of a compromise, wouldn't it? Like that's not his spot.
Atalanta, was he in a forward too? I've seen him steaming down the wing at Atalanta and doing things, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched him at Atalanta, to be honest. But I saw many people speak on and say that. But I want right wingers that play on the right, and I want.
I just don't want to blend positions.
Exactly.
I agree.
I'm a bit fed up. Like Rashford is in the left wing, but he's not a striker. But he has to play. Bruno is nothing, but he has to play. HOJLUND is a striker, but he has to play a bit on the right and this and that. And Luke Shaw has to too much compromise for players that are not worth it.
What about natural interchange though? Do you feel like they just do that naturally, even though they're given their position? Do you feel like the right players? Because I feel like him, Ahmad, and maybe another winger, they would naturally just interchange with each other and occupy. They're smart enough to pull the players in the right directions, or do you just feel like we just got space, or what do you think?
I just don't know if about his game, but can he interchange? Is he used to doing that?
He's very unselfish. He does drag players out and let other players.
He does drag. Yeah, you can see he always goes to the left wing, but that's. Because...
I guess I'm talking about when we've got space, because when you're breaking teams down, it's not the same, is it? So
yeah,
exactly. And you said about intelligent players, so we've never seen Ahmad and HOJLUND together. Like if you put, for example, Sancho, Antony, and Ahmad, I think you could see some movement between the wingers and some filling the spaces between them, because that it's not. If you put intelligent players together, if you put Ahmad, Sancho, and HOJLUND, for example. If you put smart players together, they'll figure it out themselves.
Figure it out, yeah. And that's the thing that United could have been, guys. I'm just deep in it now. Think about the depth that we have if we was to play, if we was to use these players correctly. Certain games we could have the fast in behind wingers and striker. Then other games we could have the technical ballers to pick low blocks. We could have so much to play with if we kind of manage this actual squad very well. The likes of Sancho, and then, maybe the Rashfords can fit in certain games, and then, we swap and put, if Martial was fit, then it could be Martial, then maybe HOJLUND, and then boom, we could switch the wingers. Maybe we need in-behind wingers, then other games we need technical hold-up play wingers. You know what I mean? We could have a lot of dynamic football there, realistically. Yeah. But obviously, the players, we can't rely on them. They're not all good enough. And on top of that, a lot of them have been mismanaged. And like Adam said, we don't play the players in the right positions. The moment HOJLUND was injured, we're moving everyone around why? Garnacho was best on the right, we put him on the left.
Try with Rashford on the top?
Rashford, we put him up top. Why? All we had to do is just put a right winger there and then just replace the striker. But we put Bruno on the right. Like
McTominay,
oh, come on, man.
Like this, what are we doing? Like
this is madness.
Lindelof and Amrabat at left back.
Madness.
I swear McTominay's been playing in the 10 in the last few.
McTominay is having the time of his life, man. He's doing whatever he wants.
So we say HOJLUND definitely keep, yeah, he's got potential, man.
Yeah,
by the way, everyone remember what people were saying about Ten Hag, saying that Ahmad scored that goal against Liverpool because Ten Hag tactically.
Oh, nonsense!
I've heard this so many times. I can't deal with this shit.
It's such nonsense.
I told him to go and head the ball and then run back and wing it, and then
you know what you say to those people, Leon? Do you know what we have to ask? Do you know what we ask those people that make comments like that? Do you want to know what we ask them?
Are you normal? Are you normal?
Are you normal? Are you normal? Are you normal?
Like, and you know the you know Ten Hag does the like, yeah, Ten Hag, are you normal? Like, it makes no sense, and that for me, I forgot to even say that to actually I did say it to Marcel today. Like, it confuses me. Like, it's like, bro, like, when I think about this, it's a proper. I can feel my blood pressure rising. Like, it pisses me off. Ten Hag just, he catfished us, man.
Shout out to Eddie, man. He always says it on Flawless Stream. Ten Hag reminds us every week how dumb we are and how smart he is.
Yeah. And also, my bad as well. I have to pause myself as well. I was saying that everything goes through me. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, why, man? Why?
Why not?
Who is this?
Why not?
Yeah, why? Sorry, man. I put my hands up. That's mad. That's crazy. But it's a compliment, but it's a mad. I should have reworded it, but you know, my words are not as fluent as they used to be. Man, I used to be, you know, like Adam.
It's hilarious when you get caught because you get everybody. So when you get caught,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm meant to be the professor. You know what I'm saying? But
you go on Staffy TV, you always get caught, bro. It's the craziest.
That one. I don't know why. I was doing so well, and then I wasn't on his channel for a while. Yeah, yeah. But you know, he's the king at that. Flipping Omar.
Oh
Omar,
my God,
cracks me
Omar
up,
is crazy with it.
I've had him on this channel before. Me and him did a show. It was quite good. Me and him have good dynamics still, but he's doing a lot of work outside of YouTube, so he's quite busy. He's a lot busier than he used to be still. But yeah, big up Omar, big up Staffy, man. Yeah, so HOJLUND, we can definitely say keep. Casemiro.
I'm personally keeping him because I feel like we've got hardly any quality in the squad.
Yeah.
I think it's just like we need a leader, and he's a perfect person to come on if we need it.
That's why. By the way, Kev, I think he's the captain, even if he's not playing. I don't think you need to have a captain that plays every week. I also think you don't need to be the captain to be a leader. So, but Karen, sorry.
But do you know what the concern with Casemiro is? The language. Apparently, his English
doesn't
is not
matter.
as good.
Like my biggest thing with language, right? And then Greg says it all the time. When Greece won the Euros in 2004, their manager was Croatian.
Or
something like that. I don't know the exact nationality or language. But dude, he didn't speak.
He wasn't a native language, and he still did well.
He didn't speak a word of Greek.
Yeah.
And he just had a translator, and everything worked, and they won it. Like, you don't need to do that to coach or like lead. Just get someone to understand the language and do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, he does definitely have that aura.
He has 5
unfortunately,
let the guy
he does get scapegoated a lot though. Like when he does have a bad game or whatever, and he does. Maybe my concern with him is his temperament sometimes, because as a captain, you need to be a leader. You need to set example to your team. So if you're having moments where you're losing your head, you're being a bit too rash, you know, that can be infectious on the team as well.
Probably because he's like this foolishness. Like he's been asked to play. Yeah, it is because he's been asked to play in this stupid system.
He's been infected. Yeah.
Right, I'll tell you what, Rhino. Yeah? We'll take Rhino, aka Andy Cole, Ian Wright, out of striker. We'll stick him as a 6, and we'll let you get cooked all season by people like Luton and stuff like that. Yeah, and we'll see how pissed off you are after 30 games. So
fair enough.
Simple.
Bro, he came from Real Madrid where they had a system. Like he's probably looking at him thinking, I could have just stayed, sat on the bench, rotated with like Modric or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
I could just be chilling right now.
He went from Modric, Kroos, and Isco to McTominay and Bruno. Like,
thank you. People don't understand. This guy left on a plane from Madrid with Kroos, and Modric and him as the holding midfielder, and he like barely touched the ball, and then he gets Scott McTominay and Bruno next to him.
God give him strength.
This guy must be losing his mind.
Imagine playing with Bruno.
I would lose it. I would honestly lose it. Like, I know myself, and I'm quite calm and patient, and I very rarely lose my calm. Like, I'm quite composed, and Bruno would make me lose it.
Yeah, it's so when you hear
Adam,
you guys when you guys say it out loud,
like,
it's so bad.
When you just think what Bruno does on the ball, sometimes you're just like, you look at the TV and just ask why. You don't even say like, where's I going? You just say why.
I know why. I think I figured it out 3 years ago. It has to do with neurological damage, and there's a condition for that. It's called utilization behavior. I can send it to you guys. It's like when you do an appropriate response at an inappropriate time. Like if you give someone a glass of water, for example, they'll see the glass and they just drink. They can't help the impulse. Like it's an inhibition problem. So you just act out everything that's in front of you. So if you put a chair next to someone with that condition, they'll sit. And if you give them a toothbrush, they brush their teeth. Like it's an appropriate response to the object at an appropriate time. And Bruno gets the ball and kicks it. If he sees someone makes a run, he kicks it long. Like he can't help the very first basic instinct. And that is a problem.
It's like a lack of impulse control, kind of.
Yeah. No inhibition whatsoever. Can't help it.
The other thing as well, the manager will wind you up because he's like, I'm going to play a really imbalanced midfield of McTominay, Bruno, and Cass. So Cass is there like,
what the fuck?
I'm the only non-idiot here. I know what's coming. You know, like when you know what's coming. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody expecting you to, like, let's go back to the house analogy and that. Somebody expecting you to fix a car or something, and they're like, yeah, there's only a spanner. It's like, bro, I can't fix the car. Do you know what I'm saying? I need more tools, man. Like, what's going on? Like,
And I think that injection of experience as well. Well, as we're growing as a team, someone that's going to be a bit of an anchor to the team as well as us going in the right direction. We definitely need someone of Casemiro's kind of ilk, you know.
You need winners in the team. You need winners.
Yeah.
Think about it, Rhino, if you were playing with Bruno, you'd probably love it. He'd probably be getting balls to you, touch it down, make you look amazing. Adam is going to go and headbutt him. Adam's like, yo, I like control. I like to look after the ball, man. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Rhino wouldn't score with Bruno because we had Ronaldo, Igalo, Lukaku, Cavani, Martial, Greenwood, Rashford, Weghorst, and they all struggled.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Weghorst, dude. The guy that just wanted to play. Didn't care if he scored.
Exactly.
He did more than what people think, you know.
I definitely need service, but I can make a goal out myself. I can beat a man and make a goal out myself. You know what I mean? But Bruno, that's the thing, man. Yeah, man. Bruno, man. Bruno, man.
It's the name. We don't even want to be linked with another Bruno. Yeah, we're linked with Bruno from Brazil.
And guys, fun fact, I used to defend Bruno. I was one of the guys that said, you know what, just get the players around him.
Look at shows of me last year.
It took me 3 games. And I said, you know what? This guy's no good.
Bruno, man.
And before we signed him, I told my brother, and I said, I'm watching these clips of Bruno. I'm not too sure, man.
Not sure.
Like, all I see is like screamers for 20 yards out. I'm like, nah. If I see screamers and like long shots, it's long. It's not good. It's not a good.
It doesn't work in the Prem. You can't do that. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, and then his team won the league the season after he left, and I was like, yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, nah. You guys are right, man. Let's be honest, man. Casemiro's definitely around a bunch of bumps. He's around a bunch of bumps.
Exactly.
We have to keep it a buck, man. We have to keep it a buck. All right, cool. Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans.
Let him retire. Let this guy retire.
Interesting.
Here's the question. Maguire and Lindelof go. Kambuwala stays. Martinez stays. We bring in another centre-back. Do you keep Johnny Evans?
100% I do.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, but dude, I just think it's time for him to retire if he needs to. Like,
yeah,
he's shown me that he's still got a little bit. I'm not saying he's been
one of our best center backs all year. He's been one of our best center backs all year. But don't get me wrong, like, do we need to rely on a 36-year-old center back to keep United running? I hope not.
Do you know what it is though, Kev? Yeah, what you're saying is not fully wrong, but I just feel like Leon said earlier, if we're going down a certain direction and we just need players to play their position, you know, Johnny Evans is someone good to, he's not going to argue, he's not going to kick up a fuss. And when you really need him one day, he's there. But I get it. Like, ideally, you don't want someone like him at the club realistically, but I don't want to compare him to certain players because people are going to start clipping me, and I'm not in the mood this late right now. It's 2 a.m. But what I would say is that he's definitely an old player that can still... You can still get something out of him.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm not going to say no names.
I know what you're going to say. You know who he's thinking about, don't you?
Thiago Silva. I was just saying, he's like a Tommy.
On God, I was thinking of Thiago Silva, but everyone's going to say, "Oh my God, how dare you say Evans?" No.
Remember, Rhino said he's the Irish Thiago Silva people, so remember that. Yeah.
But just that same ideology, that same principle of somebody that is way beyond his time, but he still has an effectiveness on at the club he's at. That's it for me. Yeah. So yeah, I think our potential squad player. I would. What do you guys vote for? You want to sell him, Kevin? Or you keep him as a squad player? Adam, Adam, you keep him as a squad player?
Yeah, I like him. I think if it's him, Lindelof, or Maguire, I've been the two others, and I keep Evans any day of the week.
Yeah.
It costs way less. You're generating money and you keep like Johnny Evans. You could turn around to him and say, "You love United. Here's 20k a week." He's like, "Oh, go on then. I'm gonna go." Yeah. He goes to retire anyway. So
exactly.
Whereas Lindelof and Maguire, they're on like what? I swear Lindelof's on that 100k or something as well. That's crazy.
Easily both probably.
So are we moving Lindelof back then? If you're gonna keep Evans,
I'm happy to go over Adam says because if you get, I'm telling you, people, you get 12, 15 million. I'm taking it.
Because we're gonna keep Martinez. Yeah. We're going to keep Kwambala as a squad player, keep Evans as a squad player. Do we still need Lindelof?
We can bring another two. That's perfect.
Exactly,
okay. So we're going to sell him or we're going to keep him here still?
If we get money from him, I'm selling him, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's start for another season just in case we don't get an offer for him.
The reason I put him in there was because I just feel like
so stuck for
if you had a choice of one of them going and it was Maguire, I'm taking that out of everybody. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that he generates money, Adam. Like you could, if you go get 40 million from Maguire, boy, you can spend 20, 30 million on a centre back.
Yeah,
and bank 10 straight away.
And that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't do this Maguire having shots one-on-one anymore. I can't do it, people.
I work way too hard.
We might as well move on to Maguire straight away then. Maguire,
just don't even have a conversation. Put him up there. Just come on.
What Kev said.
Like, there's no need. Like, when he came in Leicester in the first year, we realized that we made a mistake. We're like, all right, cool. Like, get rid. And then we just are stuck. And what is that, 3 years ago? 4 years ago now? 4
years, man.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb, man, isn't he? Like, so dumb.
It's ridiculous. He's so thick.
Maguire, I
would like to hear, Leon, just for your own sake, just because you're down there, FORSON. What do you rate him for?
Oh, go on, let's talk about FORSON.
Ready salted. He's ready salted. He's like, you know them. Do you have them in America? We have like the salt and shake chips where you open the packet and you put the salt in. Do you have that in America? You just take the salt. Go on, it's just FORSON in it. Just no salt. Like he's just. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just.
He's an everyday player.
Is he better than Langa? No. Is he better than? Do you know what I mean? Like obviously, I'm judging him because he's not played that much, but like, and it's not his fault. He's a kid. He's getting an opportunity at United, but these kind of guys it's the same with who did I say earlier where I said you can loan them and you can see Shortire, yeah. Stick them on loan. See if you can get a few million quid for him at the end of the season or whatever. Maybe you can get a few million now because he's played. I don't know if Ten Hag's that clever, but they're going anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
So,
all right. Exactly. People here at the bar and they're like, I like the guy, and I'm like, he just runs and loses the ball. He doesn't even get passes. Well, fullback, but all right, good, cool. Oh, that's sorted.
We've already had a good success rate from the academy come through. Not every player is going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts. That's a good segue to go into someone like Eriksen. What are we saying about Eriksen?
See, for me personally, he hasn't done anything wrong with the free contract and what he's contributed to United. I feel for him when he was on the international break and he was saying that he needed more game time than that. Yeah,
I was surprised when he said that. Still,
this manager's an idiot. You didn't play him this season in the 10 at all. You're an idiot.
I didn't expect Eriksen to speak out, kind of thing. I was surprised, when I heard that. Yeah. Eriksen,
The one player that
Eriksen.
can actually thread a nice ball through the lines and actually is cool with holding the ball at the top of the box and actually, like, he's positive. Like, the way he plays the game is sensible. And is he the Eriksen of Tottenham? Is he that amazing Eriksen or Brentford? He's not. But at the same time, you need sometimes players that can show, like, you need players that can give confidence to other players. If you play like KOBBIE with him, KOBBIE will gain big confidence, because when you're playing with players where you're like, I can run on from Eriksen and he'll hold on to the ball a little bit. I can give it him and get it back. Like, those two could easily be spraying balls at the top of the box and waiting for an opening to feed someone in. Easy peasy. Yeah,
look at MAINOO when he was playing with Bellingham and Foden and that. It's just different, night and day. The way they play, like the way MAINOO did that turn and then made that quick pass, and then Bellingham is sharp to pass it on. That's what we need. But what I want to say to you guys, aren't you concerned? Because if we are going in a direction where we may acquire some midfielders this coming season, next season, and then Eriksen kind of wants a lot of game time, do you think he's going to be happy to be on the bench? Because realistically, we would want him as a squad player, but it doesn't seem like he wants to be a squad player.
Yeah, it's down to him. You're right. That's
right. Like, if he wants to go in the summer and says, like, I want to be a more starting 11 and, like, sometimes like more of like a sub if needed, happy to see him go. But if he wants to help the team grow and try and see if he can sit bench and play more, like maybe a few more games.
That's the thing right there. Yeah, he have to come to us and tell us what he wants. That's the issue with the club. We should be going to him and saying, we're building something. We'd like you to stay for a year and contribute towards that, and this is what your role is going to be. Do you know what I mean? We see you as a valuable asset in this area, but he's coming out on international break and saying, I'm not happy with my game time, and the manager's just like, you're not flavor of the month. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And also because it's not fair, because you can see players that are worse than him on the pitch. That's why he speaks, and that's why the other players have a fallout with the manager. Because if you have players performing and playing well, and the team winning and scoring goals, you're on the bench and say, you know what? Like, I don't have.
I could do better than these guys. Yeah, that's very true.
Did he deserve to get minimum minutes against Liverpool when Bruno's hobbling about? No.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I feel like you guys make some very good points.
I think he's mostly a potential squad. Like, yeah. Like, if he wants to,
Kev's right though. If he turns around and he goes, I want a bigger role, I feel like I've got a couple of years left to go give it to someone. That we respect you, bro. You've given us like.
Go to Palace. Like, I think him at Palace.
Free transfer. Mount cost 60 million. Oh, like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice. So you guys are right, man. With Eriksen, it's the situation where it's unfair. So he's got a right to speak up. He's seen a lot of these guys doing bullshit. He's thinking, bruv, you know, when you're watching from the sidelines, you're thinking, you know what you would have done in that position, and you see the person do the complete opposite. Bruv, he must be like.
He must be.
And can we get a
sorry to even go back to
when Bruno's on the ball? Can we get a cam on Eriksen on the bench?
That's what I was gonna say to you. But even forget Eriksen. Imagine, do you think? Funny question. I don't know what you guys think. Like, people like MAINOO, do you think in their hearts they look at people like Bruno and think these guys are shit? Like, do you think they think that subconsciously?
I hope he does, because if he doesn't, he thinks if MAINOO rates Bruno, that means MAINOO, like, there's a problem. That means he's not aware of his own talent. It's like a problem of awareness at some point. Like, Bruno,
obviously professionals under contract, they can't talk out, but sometimes I think the body language of some of these players, they see a mistake and they're like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what it is? I think in their heads they think they're dead, but they respect them. Like, okay, you know what? As a person, I respect you lot. I'm not gonna say nothing. I look up to you guys as people, but cool. You know what I mean? So I feel like
what Ahmad is doing on the bench, man. Like, when we're
gonna move on to Ahmad. Let's talk about Ahmad.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Let's talk about Ahmad.
Potential squad.
I would definitely,
He could be a star.
I think it's mostly up to him if he wants to stay or he needs to go now for his own good. He's talented enough for me. Like, even in the Liverpool game when I saw it, I literally said, take one of these wingers off in the 30th minute and put on Ahmad.
Yeah.
And let me see what he can do and holding the ball.
I like Ahmad still. But I like Ahmad. You know, and
he just slows the game down. He slows the game down. He's not a pacey winger. He knows what to do when he has on the ball in the wing. He won't go at the player. He uses
he dictates the tempo, basically.
He uses the space. He uses the space he's given.
By the way, there's not another forward on the pitch that would have slotted that chance against Liverpool in the way that he
did. That was such a finish. And the people don't realize how bad Garnacho's pass
body,
was.
like
My boy Garnacho.
You sold a dream
But
to that defender. He just
yeah,
sold
like that
shot.
first touch, he sent him. He put him on the floor. I love that. And then the way he finished it, that that shot had to be 100% perfect. It wasn't one of those ones where
Rashford missed that shot 4 times in that game.
Here's the comment in the chat there. The gathering saying Ahmad's too small. Go and look at City's team. Size is not a thing. Like, so obviously pause. But anyway, I'm gonna get out.
Don't get caught again, Leo. Don't do that. He's got on camera.
I'm out.
But I think I would definitely say squad player, and I want to see more. Need to see more as well. He needs a run of games.
I think the perfect run of games. Yeah, just because.
Yeah.
Like if we see more and we rate, like obviously the fans rate him, but if the club actually rate him and he starts games more, oh dude, I'll be so excited.
Yeah. But I feel bad putting him with Amrabat and Bayindeer. It feels unjust. It feels unjust. It feels unjust.
Let me put him here. Put Amrabat and sell return.
We're talking for next season, aren't we? I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
So what did you say, Kev?
Put Amrabat in sell and return. It doesn't matter if he needs a run of games. The guy's not staying to this club.
Yeah, that's true. The club are not extending him, isn't it? That's true. What was you saying, Adam?
Yeah, on Ahmad, what was I trying to say is...
I think the last thing I said was I feel unjust putting him in the whole needs run of games. I don't know if it was something to do with that. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, I forgot, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. WAN-BISSAKA, my guy WAN-BISSAKA. This is going to be an interesting.
Oh yeah, we're talking for next season, like for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
In that case, I think Ahmad needs to 100% keep. We have very, very few talented players, so we can't start making guesses and.
yeah, that's true. We need to utilize what we do have and see what we. Yeah. Facts. That's a good point.
Fair enough. I haven't seen much of them. So.
WAN-BISSAKA though, what are we saying about WAN-BISSAKA people?
I'm not a big.
He hasn't played much this year, but I don't know. He's always that I always give him the false hope in my eyes. I like him when you need a Salah, a one-on-one winger.
Yeah.
Fullback, but if he wants to sit bench and we get a new left back, or because if he just wants to hang out and get paid by United,
the thing with Bissaka is
he's so defensive minded that it's not even funny.
Yeah, it depends what side of the pitch you want to prioritize. If we're going left back, we can get away with another 6 months to a year with Bissaka, just because when he's played, has he been spectacular? 8, 9 out of 10? No. Has he been below 6 this season?
No.
Nah. He's been all right. But for me, obviously, I would like to see him go. I think he's another asset you could sell. Yeah. And I think for the 20 to 30 mil you can get for him, I think you can buy somebody you ain't getting Frimpong for the same price now. Not a chance.
But the one question, Leon, is our fullback injuries this year have been insane.
That's what I'm saying. So you either decide where are you going to prioritize. If you say to me, we're going to go forward, centre back, and we're going to midfield, and we're going to hold off on the wing for the left back, right back, I can take that because they're not doing the worst on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest, Bissaka doesn't really get cooked. Is he unbelievable going forward? No, but can he competently get the ball and 6 times out of 10 get it through to the winger, or 7 times out of 10 get it through for the winger to do their job? Yes, he can get away with that for a year, but we all know long term he's not.
Exactly, yeah.
But you know what I like? Yeah. He's a professional. He just gets on with it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you can't criticize his professionalism.
His mindset is very good. Yeah. So definitely potential squad player, man.
Even the way he reacts to adversity when his position gets taken.
Yeah.
He just trains harder and tries to fight it back.
I watched the interview when he spoke about that,
when
and
he was basically. Do you see that?
Yeah. He just said, "Look, I just put my head down. I don't care about the noise. I just put my head down and just do what I got to do."
Well, he did an interview with Flick.
He did an interview with United View, and he's just exactly why you see him on the pitch. My man's just chilled. He's like, I just put my headphones on, go in the change rooms, and I just do my thing, bro.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
You know what my problem is with WAN-BISSAKA is that it's a reflection of the mentality of the fan base. People want to keep him because he's very good one-on-one to defend against a good winger. So it comes from a mentality of being underdog. and trying to defend because we are scared, because we know we are not where we should be. I don't want to lose against Liverpool, of course not, but I want to have a go at Liverpool. And if we lose, fair game. Because at the end of the day, when you look at City and Liverpool games, one could win, the other could win, but they have a go at one another because they are two solid teams. And I want to be that. I don't want to be like scared holding to a defensive fullback because he needs to do a job on Salah or on Mane or whatever. I want to be able to say, you know what, we're playing against them as well, and may the best man win. And this
but Adam, you do have to, like, you can think about in the Prem, but sometimes in like other competitions in a few years, like hopefully he's not here in a few years, but if he is, like, say if we're in quarters of the champs and it's like we get picked against Real Madrid in the quarters, bro, Mbappe, Vinny, and Jude are running at him. Like, I want one of them to lock down.
Yeah, but I think what Adam's saying is, do we want to be a team that sits back, or do we want to be a team that beats Real Madrid by a goal? That's
okay. Okay. Sorry, I misheard. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Exactly that. And I don't think we will get to the level where we face those teams.
So you don't want to play like a low back. You just want to play your formation and go.
Oh no!
I want to play with pride, man. Yeah. I want to like to be. I want to be proud to win and proud to lose. Like the boys lost, but fair enough. Shit happens. We lose in sports. It happens. But I'm a bit fed up of being annoyed when we win and annoyed when we lose.
Yeah.
I'm a bit annoyed of ending the game with 6 defenders on the pitch.
Exactly. Like I had to wake up in the morning to watch Anthony left back and Bruno centre back. I'm like, oh, I don't deserve this shit.
They got the people still in the building. We've got 35 people still in there. There's still quite a few of you guys on Twitter.
Also,
so
as well, Rhino, you deserve pelters because Rhino manifested. He's been saying Anthony left back for ages. You manifested.
Yeah, I did, you know. And they people thought I was joking. I was actually being dead serious.
No,
there was a fair bit of humor there, but
no,
I believe
he
could.
Serious. You was not.
No, I believe he could play there though.
No, realistically, you said as a joke he's a wing back, and you didn't say he can play left back. Man was trying to
his attributes, isn't it? His attributes. So technically, you know what I mean? VAR call. We're doing a VAR call on my statement. Yes, listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, I made a statement based on his attributes, and now. Hindsight is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Such a beautiful thing. And it's so good you're on mute, Leon. It's such a beautiful thing.
You're not a liar. You are a liar.
Nah, honestly, I was joking, but it's funny how things work out, though. You know, he's very good at defending. He doesn't go forward. You know, look where he played. But yeah, Anthony, I don't even like talking about Anthony. It makes my stomach feel so uncomfortable, man. He's such an embarrassment.
Most expensive left back. It might be
very expensive.
Saka was a left back, man. And then turned to a left winger or a right winger.
And I was another guy that felt for the comps. When I saw the comps, I said, bring him to our team. I felt for it.
Yeah.
Still.
I don't think he's as bad as people make it to be honest.
Yeah, we could definitely get a good extra, at least good 30% more out of him.
Yeah,
with better coaching. Yeah, easily.
I think he's being told to not do what he was doing against Liverpool, because I seen a little spurt in Liverpool. I'm like, oh, you can't take people on. I knew you could do it. I see that was the Anthony I see in the comp. So I think he's being told, no, just recycle and. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, Leon, I said that and I got slaughtered on Staffy's channel.
Manager contradicts talk. It's like you want him to recycle, but then you want Bruno to risk and lose the ball. It's just so stupid.
Exactly, and you can't expect wingers to take the players on if there's not a threat of making a pass. Because the good dribblers, they dribble because the defenders has to make like
they think there's going to be space after the end.
Exactly, and take care of the space. So dribbles succeed. Why KOBBIE Mainoo's like 100% like dribble success rate? Because he's a good passer of the ball. When he receives it, he passes it. So when he dribbles, it always works because it's the right thing to do. And like we criticize Rashford for dribbling it, like trying to go past 4 or 5 players, and then we criticize Anthony and Sancho for not taking players on. I'd much rather have their attitude because they are not losing the ball, and they know they can't dribble past 4 or 5 players, so they make a pass. And if you have a good team that works well, that creates space, now the threat of a pass is very, very much real, and then the space to dribble comes in, and then you have good dribblers, and they can do something. So it's hard to criticize him for me.
That's why it's music to my ears, because if you look what Pep does, he tells people where to be when the pass comes in, and that's what a good coach would do. Because they'd be like, I don't care whether it's HOJLUND, I don't care whether it's the 10, I don't care whether it's one of the 8s who crashes last minute. Yeah, the ball's going to go kind of like flash across the box, penalty spot, or slightly further back. Make sure one of you guys is there or there for the rebound. And this is why I can never excuse his manager, because the basics are just not happening. Well, listen, I applaud the bravery of people who, I don't applaud it, I think it's stupidity of people that are kind of saying, oh yeah, there's a style of play and this and that. You know what I mean? And I mean that respectfully, but it's like, Rance was right. There's no, me and him were talking about it, there's no consistency in anything in the way we go for. I know we're digressing right now, but it's just mad. No. I don't see what they see. They're like, yeah, there's definitely patterns and there's definitely a style, and nah, mate, like, not for me.
No.
Do you know what it is, yeah, with people that the Ten Hag in crowd, yeah? I think it's just more of a thing where they take the little spurts of good moments that we have. They take it as, okay, look, it can happen, so let's hope that it happens more. Yeah. So I feel like because they know that it can happen, do you know what it's like, yeah? It's like going, let's say you're playing darts, and you throw the dart 10 times, but one of the times you get a bullseye. The fact that the person got a bullseye means that
they think it's good enough.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, and they're not looking at probability. They're just looking at the fact that it's happened. So
the 10% chance, you know.
Do you know what we need to start doing? Because they love the stats and the dirt. Let me look into the camera. You dirty people, yeah, with the stats, yeah, who say like the win percentage and all that. Yeah, I'm looking at you right now. Yeah. We are going to find the stats for the amount of minutes played to the success rate of Ten Hag's football, yeah, and we're going to bring that to the table, and let's see what you say about that, yeah, because that's what we need to be talking about right now. Because if we go like, yeah, you guys are right, but it happened for the first time in 1,000 minutes, so what are you saying now then?
Exactly, and as well, if the win rate is the same as Jose Mourinho, but he loses so many games, that means it's worse.
Exactly, like
that means it's worse. Like just logically, it's worse. Like if it's 60% win, but you lose half of the remaining 40%, that means it's poor.
Exactly.
And also, Adam, yeah, it's like you want to bring us these winning stats in, yeah, but how were the wins? What was the win like?
Yeah, if it's a nasty win, like I'll take the points.
It's a disgusting win. It's dirty, exactly.
Yeah, no, you lot are right, man. Just bro. Anyway, it's gonna be interesting. Is the way hit
the bullseye, yeah, but my man threw it 50 times off the board and hit someone's shoe in the bar and that, but he got the bullseye. Do you know what I mean? Don't make no sense. Didn't hit the board.
Bruno.
The bullseye of the big toe.
Bruno.
Cars, man.
He spammed it, but look at that pass, bro. He tried like 20 times before he made that pass, you know. And there's a way that people twist the context when it's like, oh, we want a trans career needs to try. But there's a way they try, you know. If you're just spamming stupid balls, like, come on, man.
Come on. So back to left wing when no one in the left wing isn't very good.
It's such nonsense, man. It's nonsense, bro.
High risk, high reward. This is the one that gets to me the most, I think.
Oh, my God.
Because you know what? High risk is not a good thing. That means it's risky.
Yes.
That means something bad is most likely to happen. And then the high reward, you're talking to me about 1 League Cup in 6 years. I think we need to work on the definition of high reward, because that's not it.
If you're driving a car race and it's like, yeah, it's high risk, and you're like, yeah, this car might blow up, but we might win. We might win.
Well, something bad could happen, like an aggressive chance creator. That's a good thing in the comment.
Oh my God.
It's criminal, man. It's absolutely
people
criminal.
Are using adjectives to describe football. Aggressive chance creator.
It's criminal, man.
Criminal, absolutely.
I look, Kaneki said here, aggressive trans career and that.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Rafa, I know. I'll keep in Rafa.
Under the season.
Yeah.
Player of the season.
Traps now. Traps probably put
that stinks. That stinks as well. What he's going on about.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's a simple 100% keep. But again, like if he goes, that's what I'm saying. Like for the other guys, it depends on which center back goes first. If like whoever goes out in the market first is really who depends on who stays then. Because if we get rid of Rafa, if he goes to Saudi, then we need to keep until we sell.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, we need to keep. If Rafa goes first, then all the center backs we still have, other than Maguire, need to go or need to stay until another few come in. Because
but you know what, you might be right there, because let's just say that Rafa goes for like 40 million if you go Saudi, because you're going to get more than what you probably would get from Saudi. I say 40, 50 million. Let's just say we do that. Maguire goes for 40 as well. You've got 90 million pounds that you can reinvest into two centre backs. Are you going to buy another Varane? No, you could buy a future Varane. But then, but are you going to buy better than Maguire? The probability.
Yeah. Well, you know what the problem is with something with Varane? It's more than money. It's like the experience. Because if you have someone like Camboire, for example, on another centre back that is young, you want them to have Varane next 100%. To them. So it's worth way more than 40 million, because he arrived at Real Madrid in a setup where he had great players next to him, and the centre backs of the past that we had, they came in setups where they had great players before them. So they became the players they became because of the ones they found at the club. So if we want the next centre backs we buy to become good, they need to come at the club and find players like Rafael Varane. I think
you need that transitional. You need that transition mentally.
Because like Ronaldo, I always say that on Said show. Like for example, Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, when they came in, like they had gigs, they had the Van Nistelrooy, they had the players. Of course, they were gifted, and of course they were meant to be great. But maybe they wouldn't have reached that level or that discipline or as early as they did.
I completely agree, man.
Facts, 100%. People don't realize how crucial having experience on the pitch is. Like, I remember when I was young, how old was I? When I first started playing like against like big men. So I was like probably 19, 20. And then one of my uncles came and said, yeah, he's taking me to some park and we're going to play with all of his age group. Listen, the way my feet, everything was hurting after that game. They were stepping on my toe. They were barging me. The way they were swearing. It was a mad experience. And it's like, when you start playing a man's game, you realize, damn, you know, and then you see people like Varane and Casemiro that have done it, and then they're so chilled, and you're just watching them, and to be alongside that breeds confidence. Like, so I'm happy I had my uncle to play with, because he told me, no, don't worry, just ignore this, or don't let this person get in your head. And you hear all of them trying to get in your head, like laughing. But when you believe in yourself and you got someone around you to help build that experience, it goes such a long way. Trust me. So if you played football, you know when how key it is. Having an experience around you is so important, man. 100%. Gavin said Rashford must keep.
Any trade, if you're in any trade and you join and you need like an electrician or a plumber, you're always like
shadowing.
You just shadow someone because you need to learn from them. And it's similar, but I get the point. But if we can get 45 for him, and I'm not saying the whole FFP thing is scary, but if we start hitting the dumps with FFP, it's not going to look good. I don't want to be that club if we start spending money.
I think he's more valuable keeping him. I hear it though. It's a hard decision, man. It
depends how much the bid is. If we're pushing like the standard Saudi bid, like the 70, he has to go. If we're pushing like 30 only, he can stay for another year until if we sign a young center back that we want to develop. That's my opinion.
I feel like if we are getting a young center back, he definitely needs to stay though.
In key games this season, he's really come through for us. Like that Bayern Munich game, and he's coming cold off the bench, and he's just done things. You know what I mean? I feel like
the Champions games this year were crazy
because everybody's. This is why you can't buy Ten Hag propaganda. Do you know what I mean? You can't do it because you can't do it because like all this like Martinez is revolution rare. It took all the shine off Rafa. Rafa does things in the game. You know them like. Players in teams that never get like the full ratings, but they just really are the key piece in the team.
The players that you see when they are not playing.
Yes. Varane
don't watch the game off the ball. There's so many.
Adam made such a good point of like go in the market and try and find that for the price point is so hard.
It's so hard. I want Varane to stay because I want the next centre back to succeed. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I guess that makes complete sense. I didn't really think about that. I just thought about like. If we can get money, we can buy a better player. But
because for the money, I hear you. 45 would be fair at this age, at this point. It would be a reasonable offer.
Yeah, but if we're not taking, if like the max comes in for 35, and then if we don't sell and we get someone for like, I don't know, say if we get a Todibo from Nice, if he actually does come, and he like develops under Varane for 2 years, and he turns into like young Varane, that'll be nuts.
Yeah.
And the another annoying thing is, he's old. He's like 30, bro.
He's younger than Maguire, and he's 6 months older than Lindelof. So
it's a joke.
Come on. Varane's he oozes class. He's
He
not
has
even
5
trying.
champs.
Like
Because if he doesn't,
it's like having Carrick at centre back.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang
Yeah.
on. You know what?
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't go Saudi, people are, oh yeah, he's gonna go to Rennes and Roma. Bro, he can go Bayern, he can go
100%.
PSG, he can go wherever he wants to go.
He could go Chelsea.
Yeah, because Chelsea, Bayern, they play a lot of mature centre backs as well, especially Bayern.
And someone like Varane, you know, the problem with players like Varane is they read the game so well and they are so clever that the defensive action doesn't happen. So they make it hard for themselves. Like the defensive bit doesn't exist in the first place because they prevented it.
Position themselves so well.
You know who you know who did that super well? John Terry. That guy was incredibly underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite
for people that I speak to all the time. The guy didn't move. He just knew where to stand all the time. But yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's like that kind of gives me, even when I think about someone like Ferdinand, like, you know, he had them
all those center backs just knew where to be. Like they didn't move, they didn't have to run, they just knew where to be.
Exactly.
But then Ferdinand had a bit of wit and pace to him as well. And then Ferdinand could be in the final third. Varane could do that as well too, but I think Ferdinand probably had a bit more agility and pace in a sense, kind of thing. Like he gave me that vibe where you like he can keep up with someone that's fast.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw recently the clip of Varane at Madrid tracking back Aubameyang and catching him up.
Oh no, I haven't seen it, you know.
I think Varane is fast. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. Yeah.
He raced Aubameyang and he won the race.
That's crazy.
He's one of them other players that slightly. I used to play like rugby, and you get players that either short stride, quick players like that, and then you get guys that run like they're running like 800 meters, but they are rapid, bro, and they don't even look like they're running fast. He's that kind of player, isn't it?
Yeah. And I can't lie, when he's progressing with the ball, he does look very unorthodox, but people kind of misconstrue that.
He looks goofy, bro.
Yeah.
Varane is a goofy player.
But he's so class. Yeah. The way he passes it's so weird as well, but it's not like the pass is weird. It's just the way he looks.
Yeah,
but
his legs are a bit like this. Like.
Yeah, but he's so good, man. Varane's so good, man. I'm grateful for someone like Varane, man. Grateful, man.
100%.
Varane's so good, man. 100%.
And also, guys, he chose to come to us.
Yeah.
He chose to take on the challenge. That says a lot about his mentality.
Yeah. Someone here says Tadibo's horrendous. I haven't really watched him, but from what I saw, he looked decent.
He's just
young.
I
could be wrong.
He hasn't grown into his own role.
Yeah. I can't speak.
Oh, but John Santos is right. Murillo is class.
Murillo, who does Murillo play for?
Forest.
Oh, not in the Forest. I haven't really watched him, you know.
Yeah, neither have I.
haven't really watched him. I'm gonna check him out still. Man, look, what do you think he can play for a top team? That good or just good in general?
Unproven.
I think not proven enough, but I think like right now what he's doing at Forest is pretty crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard. I'll check him out, man. I like to look at players for like these kind of teams as well, see what they're doing. We got 40 people still in the chat. Big up yourselves. You know, those of you still on Twitter, please head over to YouTube, like the video, jump in the comments. I know everyone's just chilling. You know, nice conversation. Big up Kaniki as well. He says the gathering is a rage, baiting, pay no mind. I think he's having a conversation there.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good show, man. We got Leon, Kevin, we've got Adam, and we've got Andy Cole, man. It's blessed, man. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna forget that. You know, I need to see this.
Nah, trust me, man. I promise. I wish I had clips, man. I wish I had clips. And it's funny, and I'll tell you a story. Yeah, quick story. I used to play for a team called Lusitanos. It was a Portuguese team, innit? Semi-pro. And back then we used to have a league called London Electricity League. Yeah, and there used to be a guy just like Ronaldo. And he called himself Cristiano as well. His name was Cristiano. So I feel like because Ronaldo originally is from Madeira, yeah. So one of my good Portuguese friends, his cousin Marcio, used to actually train with Ronaldo back in the day. So they used to kick ball, believe it or not. And some people will think, oh, he's waffling, but I believe him still. So Madeira always kind of gets isolated from Portugal. Like a lot of people look at Madeira as its own kind of island, but it's actually obviously a Portuguese island. But yeah, man, I remember the guy Cristiano. He was cold as well. He used to have his blonde hair as well. A lot of people kind of looked up to Ronaldo from early, you know. And I think it's a culture. Ronaldo's kind of vibe was a culture in Madeira, like the slick, the kind of hairstyle and just the finesse and that. So
yeah, a bit of an icon for them.
Yeah. So I remember, was he? Yeah, I'm sure his name was Cristiano or Christian or something. It was similar name. But yeah, I don't know if he was as good as Ronaldo, but I remember he was decent for us still. He was a decent player. But it just was funny because Ronaldo's from Madeira as well. And then obviously I played for a Portuguese team. So just looking at all these players and stuff, is this might be a pointless story, but you know me, I like to go off tangent. I don't mind, you know. I say it as it is. I don't give a toss. Like the fucking video. I like the fucking video. You could tell I'm getting tired. Cool. We're gonna close out soon anyway. Big up the chat. KOBBIE MAINOO. Save the best till last. I want to ask you guys a question, yeah, because I'm tired. I swear down, I'm tired of seeing this, yeah. So I'm seeing a few rival fans. Like, cool. One thing about KOBBIE is everyone has accepted his goods. Like they've seen the few cameos.
100% keep?
Yeah.
Yo, we sell them, we get like 100.
Nah.
Crazy.
I couldn't even keep a serious face.
You know, he was so close to. That's how close he. With KOBBIE, yeah, I feel like just quickly because I know obviously I need to even get up early as well. I'm sure Adam and Leon have things to do as well, but I appreciate you guys for being here as well. Guys smash the likes. Yeah, man, what I'm seeing with KOBBIE MAINOO is that a lot of people are accepting that he's very good. I do understand it's a small sample size, but our eyes don't lie. But it's the type of people that want to kind of have this narrative like, oh, okay, let's not overgas him, but it's like they overgas him and then tell us as Man United fans not to overgas him. Like, that's why I like Monts. Monts was saying, big up Monts from Big Six Bands, he was saying that we all overgas our players. Every team that's had a special player, Trent at Liverpool, Foden at City, we're going to gas them up, you know? And obviously, MAINOO's not there yet, but you can clearly see that right now he's keeping up with these quality players, so that's a good sign. But what do you guys think about this whole overhyping conversation? Like, do you think we're overhyping him? I want to ask you first, Adam. Like, what do you think? Like,
not KOBBIE, because he's one of the very few good talents I've seen in a very long while. But the overgassing thing, I hear it though. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
Overgassing our players, not all of them, but most of them. And I don't think you are underrated. We are very bad at assessing players. I think we are assessing like we believe some players are better than they are, and some good players are worse than they are better than what they are considered to be. And KOBBIE MAINOO is the only one where I say, you know what, I think everyone is like on the same page. I think we all believe his quality, and very much so. But of course, some people are like blowing it out of proportions. But for example, I don't want to go back to them, but Rashford, Bruno, Luke Shaw, like we have players that are overhyped, way overhyped. I don't believe KOBBIE MAINOO gets into that bracket because I genuinely think he's good. But I hear it.
Yeah. So you say that because of the culture of us United fans generally overgassing players, it's kind of leaking out to the judgment on KOBBIE MAINOO where people are saying, yeah.
And you know what? As well, the fans they don't think a player is good and they overhype him. They want the player to be good and then they overhype him. And there's a nuance there because there are players that people want to be something they are not. And that is not fair on the player, and that is just not honest as a whole.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Big facts.
Yeah, that's very.
Just look at like a few players right now. Connor Bradley, Liverpool, Lavia at Chelsea, even though he hasn't played a minute this year. Like, all these players are super young and super talented, but every single person in those fan bases think they're like the best. And they're talented, but like, we think MAINOO's really good. He's our player. But we're not going to go compare him to like Ronaldinho. We're just going to say he's like really, really talented and we want to see him grow.
Yeah.
But there's also Twitter people, dude. Twitter people live inside players. So they can like open a player up and just like put themselves in it. They would do it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. There's definitely a sense of. I think there's definitely a sense of jealousy there as well.
And you know what?
Yeah, man.
I'm the type of guy to have shame, you know. So if my team is dead, I have a hard time guessing players. Like I'll start talking when my team starts winning, and then I'll give people some. But at the moment, that shame doesn't allow me to do so.
Yeah. We have to enjoy something, man. Let us enjoy something. We've had a bad season, man. We have to have something positive from this season, you know.
Right.
Man. I agree, man. Yeah, man. I think I agree with you guys. You guys are spot on. I think KOBBIE is definitely a talented player. He's got a lot to go. He's got a long way to go. You know, in terms of even working on his fitness and stuff like that. There's things you can point out that he has to work on, but you know, he's in a good direction, and it's something positive we can take from this team because, bruh, this club this season, what we've had to go through, guys. You know, and obviously we're not entitled, and I'm tired of people saying that. Well, there are Man United fans that feel entitled that we have to win things, but I just think there's a fine line between being entitled and looking at how big of a club we are. Yeah. Look at where we came from. Look at our history as a club. Look at our brand. Look how massive we are as a brand. Look at the money. Look at the amount of money that we make as a company. We shouldn't be in this place. That's a fact, and that's where I feel like we have a right to be entitled. We make all this money. We're such a big club. We've got a lot of heritage. Why are we in this position? We have a right to kind of demand more. You know, this money needs to be spent more. It needs to be spent better. And let's be real. If United, this sleeping giant, wakes up, it is really, really... I've heard a few rival fans say it. They are scared.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Especially
the way football is now. Like, I think that... Sorry to interrupt you, Adam. I think that... forget the history. Forget all of that, because I want a clean slate with United. I don't think we even have an identity as a club. That's our basic. I think with this whole like, our identity is winning things. What does that mean? Do you know what I mean? Like it's like we need a proper identity, a proper football structure, a proper like what is our style and what are we? Do you know what I mean? And I think fans have just got to realize that with the resources that we have, the simple thing for me is we should be achieving more. And I've made it really clear with my stance.
Spot on.
Do I believe with the current football structure, the way the clubs run, that we can go and win multiple Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and stuff like that? No. But can we get in the top 4 and nick trophies? If Chelsea can do it in other clubs like that, why can't we do it?
Exactly.
We can definitely do it. And I feel like that's where we need to start. And that's how basic it is for me. Do you know what I mean? So all the other stuff, I don't want to hear it. That's the base level. So that's why when we're on streams right now, we ask people what their baseline is, what are you willing to put up with, and people have lost it because I think they're lost in the PR. I think they're lost in the manager's PR and the club's PR. But it's a shame. But lucky enough, we've got brothers on here that are just. I logically like me, you, Adam, Rhino, Kev. We're all getting on because I'm logically looking at the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't sell the PR to me. I'm watching and I'm like, no.
We're not playing well.
We all know that, like,
don't tell me that Luton can play better than us with players that how their squad's 14 million in total.
Can't happen. Nonsense.
Yeah. You guys are right, man. I feel like there's so much we can be. It's such a better position as a club. Like we trust me.
I know. At least we can enjoy it. For God's sakes, can we not enjoy it? Can we not find what we can enjoy?
Exactly. Like, can I just see like a few passes?
These men are waking up early. Our games are calm for us. I'm getting to go gym and chill out and work and Yeah,
exactly.
These men are waking up early. I'm hearing American guys like, I woke up at 4:30 today, and in Canada people I wake up at 7 to watch the game. Nah, mate.
Exactly. After a long week, you wake up at 7 to get like spun by Bournemouth at home.
Dominic Solanke doesn't do nothing, but against us, worlding.
Exactly. Like I tweeted the other day, like I need someone to explain to me, as if I'm a 5-year-old, how Bruno is the best number 10 in the league, but every number 10 he plays against is better. And I'm yet to have someone give me like a pros. And look, maybe I don't get it, but someone needs to do like an effort to explain to me, because the maths are not, the numbers are not adding up there.
What do we say, UK? The maths is not mathing.
Yeah, exactly.
The maths is not mathing.
That's exactly
the maths is not mathing. No,
right, Kev, what time do you wake up again? I bet you wake up early.
Huh? Yeah, I'm local time here, so it's like early, like noon kickoffs for you is 7 a.m. here.
Yeah, same time, exactly.
So, Adam, are you in the States or are you?
Canada, Quebec.
Okay. So
Exactly. You know, like you said the sleeping giant, Rhino. If you knew where I grew up, like you would realize how big of the club, how big the club is. Like small town in Quebec, no one speaks English. 5 hours from Montreal, no, like English is my third language. Like and still wake up at 7 since the day I was born to watch United. So the club is massive. If we get back to the proper level, like it's a problem for the other teams.
It's a serious problem.
People don't get it. Like people always say,
"Find this thing, bro."
What are you doing here, Rhino?
No, I'm trying to figure out. Let me just do this one. I'm trying to get us all vertical, but it's, yeah, let me just do this one. Anyway.
No, but it's fine.
Because Adam said it was chopped off. Pause, but yeah.
But I'm gonna bounce in a few.
Yeah, we're gonna close out on this anyway. I was gonna say quickly: is there anyone that you guys will bring back from loan?
Who's on the list? Who was there?
We got Brandon Williams, Daniel Gore, Van der Beek, Palestri, Hannibal, Sancho, and Greenwood.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'd give Greenwood
and Fernandez.
Go, you know? I'm not even gonna lie.
What you said?
Interesting.
I would give Greenwood another go. I'm not gonna lie.
The only thing is like PR and all that. Like, don't want to get to it. We've already been doing 3.5. I can do another show on that. But like the PR that he's gonna get and the hate. Like, I think he's a really talented baller. I think
all the players have come back from worse though.
No, I just want him, if he does come back, I want it to be like a smooth sailing. That the club gets a statement out and says, if we hear you say this, like if like Chants are doing it, you're banned, you're gone. Like protect him as a player and not just let him come back and try and protect himself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the fans are.
I think the club need to help him if they want to bring him back. I don't think they can just be like, hey, we trust you now. You killed it at Getafe. I don't think it's
going to be as smooth as that. Yeah.
Oh,
Sancho though,
what do you think,
come back.
Sancho 100%. Like people were criticizing Sancho before he went on loan for his performance. I think he played perfectly fine almost every time.
Free Sancho.
Yeah, no, he's different class. He's one of the few
Santos. That's a $1 billion release clause. No way.
Free Sancho, man. Sancho's a baller.
I don't
care what anyone
class.
says.
I think he's class. And Adam, you know what?
Adam said the front three earlier. Yeah. Ahmad and Sancho play with HOJLUND, yeah?
Exactly.
No, different game.
Exactly. The only good performances we had in the last 18 months with Ten Hag had Antony and Sancho in the team. Against Spurs, against Everton, against all the time. Because we didn't have Rashford on the left, so movement was easier. So he was less involved in the play. So we made more passes and we played better as a whole.
Yeah.
We need players like that. And Alvarez, I think the left back, I think maybe I would bring him back as well.
Yeah, he's a sharp man.
I think Alvaro Fernandez or whatever his name is.
Fernandez, yeah.
But I think he's talented. But I was telling Leon earlier in the call, like it's just he hasn't been playing much. So he played earlier in the season, but he's been sitting bench. But I just think again, if we have to get rid of Shaw and we have to get him back on loan and get another young guy. We trust him. I think a lot of it just has to again become depth, and it needs to become. If we're bringing like a youth defense, we need to be able to play and just like have competition. If these young guys aren't doing it, they need to be pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah. Just 1 point before I go. Yeah. Obviously, it's late in the UK still.
Nearly free. Yeah.
Tony comes in. Yeah. Think about this. Forget Tony. We buy one striker or one forward. Yeah. And we bring a couple of guys back in, just that one change, the difference it can make to the squad. But this man, you can't see it. Like, Rashford and Bruno every week. So, yeah, he needs to go.
Yeah, he needs to go, man. Ten Hag. This is Ten Hag. This is for you, man. Where is it? This is Ten Hag. Go. Come on. So, if we had a section of Ten Hag, we're going to sell. That's the perfect way we could end it. Ten Hag, you are sold.
Yeah, release.
Appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you are smashing the likes. If you're watching this on the replay, please leave a comment below. Let me know if you agree on anything we said, disagree. If there's anything that we missed out, please put it in the comments. But most importantly, smash the likes. Please subscribe. Please put post notifications on. Those of you that are still on Twitter and Twitch, head over to Rhino MGTV YouTube and smash the like. All you have to do is smash the like. Open another tab on your phone, your laptop, You know, swipe up if you're using the iPhone and just open the YouTube app, Rhino MGTV, click on this video, smash the likes. Make sure you follow the lads, Adam, Kevin, Leon. I appreciate you guys for jumping on the show.
Pleasure,
you know, big up the chat as well. Appreciate you guys. Kaneki's still here. Empty Pockets as well. Big up all you guys, man. Kadeen, all you guys. The super chat as well from AM as well. Appreciate that as well. Yeah, man, we are going to close out. We'll be back tomorrow for Rhino's Offside Trap. Me and Trap will be back here. Me and Traps will be back here at 8 p.m. Maybe later, depending on what other shows are on. Either 8 p.m. or 11 p.m. We'll be back tomorrow for Rhino's Offside Trap. I believe that's episode 6 now. So make sure you guys look into that as well. We're going to have some interesting conversations, man. But yeah, man, smash the likes, like the video, smash the like. I'm going to say another, I'm tired. I just want you to like the video. Just like the video. Yeah. And big up Kevin and Adam and Leon for joining, especially Adam as well. I think it's the first time you've been on this channel, isn't it? So
yeah, yes, exactly.
Big up Adam, man.
Bro.
Good to have the professor.
We got Rhino,
Kevin.
Andy Cole, safe.
But yeah, man, people, we're out, man. As always, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are out, man. Peace.
Man with that 20 stacking, my bro, see that you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. G-Shot got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna cap. Slim ting with a waist, can I look like Kyle, look Ray? More time, but her face on L, look me. Can't get caught up town with big.